The Allegheny Cable System proudly presents Night Owl Theater, offering the best in X-rated entertainment. The following film contains adult situations, mature language, extreme violence, and nudity. Feature presentation, The Happy Guys Go to Malibu.
Okay. If that's the way you feel about it, maybe I ought to go sleep somewhere else.
Fine, go ahead. I don't care.
Well, maybe I'm tired of giving. Maybe you should give once in a while. Thanks. Hey, Wes!
This is the good part.
What did I tell you about sneaking down here to watch dirty movies?
Don't give away the ending?
Wise guy?
Okay. So you and Mom had another fight, huh?
It wasn't really a fight, Wes. It was just a little spat.
Yeah, well, since you've been out of work, you and Mom have been spatting on each other an awful lot.
Look, Wes, your mom and I may have some problems, but we always work them out because we love each other.
I hope so.
Don't worry, pal. If there's one thing your old Pop knows, it's how to handle women. Hey, come on, where are you going, Cuddle Bumps?
To the kitchen, and don't call me Cuddle Bumps.
Hey, I'm not the one who's deserting somebody.
I'm not deserting you. I'm just working through my spring break.
You believe her? She finally gets some time off, and she'd rather spend it working with some snotty professor.
It's very valuable experience.
Come on, Belvedere. If you had 2 weeks off, what would you rather do? File or be with me?
Can I get back to you?
Look, George, why don't you just sit down, have a nice breakfast, and we'll discuss it later.
Fine.
Besides, what's wrong with working? It's not like we had any plans or anything.
How do you know? Maybe I was going to take us all on a trip, and I was waiting to surprise you.
Where are we going, Dad?
Shut up, Wes.
Look, I'll be home late.
Yeah, me too.
I'm too upset about Mom and Dad. Besides, I forgot to do my book report.
I just wish they'd both say they're sorry and get it over with.
What's Mom got to be sorry about? I mean, why should she pass up a good job just to hang around the house? Because that's what Dad wants. So he's the man. So it's the woman's job to stay home and do what the man tells her. Well, who said that, Dad? No, Fred Flintstone.
What's going on?
They're fighting over Mom and Dad fighting.
Well, that's always helpful.
Well, just worried, that's all.
Hey, you've got to admit, they've been going at it a lot lately.
Yeah, and they're not even fighting over me. So what should we do, send them to a marriage counselor or something?
Hey, you know, when the Huffnagels aren't getting along, they always go to one of those marriage weekends up in the Poconos.
That might be a very good idea.
Yeah, and when they come back, they're always real lovey-dovey. Then they have another kid.
Well, here we are.
I still can't believe we let Belvedere talk us into doing this stupid thing.
George, he locked us out of the house.
All right.
Well, I guess I'll go get our name tags.
Okay. Hey. Okay. So you got dragged to this thing too, huh?
Why, I sure did.
I guess you got to put up with junk like this every now and then just to keep them happy.
I suppose so.
Hey, listen, maybe later the two of us could sneak off. Catch the Penguins game.
I'd like that.
Come on, Ed, it's starting.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, Larry and I have been married for 3 wonderful years, and we have 3 wonderful children. And, well, I guess the reason we came to marriage enrichment was to make our wonderful life together even more wonderful. Isn't that right, honey?
That was wonderful, darling.
Our last couple is George and Marcia Owens. You folks want to get up here and tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Hi, everyone. I'm Marcia. This is George. We're from Pittsburgh, and we've been married almost 20 years. I'm a Gemini.
That was wonderful, darling.
Thanks, folks. You can sit down now. As Andre Maurois once said, a successful marriage is an edifice that has to be rebuilt every day. Now, our job is to provide you with the bricks and mortar, but you folks are going to have to roll up your sleeves and do the work. You'll be asked to write about yourself and your partner, your disappointments, your dreams, and then share these feelings with your spouse in an open, honest, heart-to-heart encounter.
George, we're not supposed to be watching TV.
Come on, there's a game on.
None of the other couples is watching TV.
I bet Spin and Marty are.
We're supposed to be writing about how we felt the first time we saw each other.
I can't write stuff like that. I feel stupid.
Well, it would be nice if you at least tried.
Okay. So why don't you read me what you wrote? Maybe I'll get some ideas.
Well, I haven't written anything either.
Huh?
Well, not because I think it's stupid, because I don't. I'm just not sure how to phrase my thoughts.
Hey, what's so tough? I mean, you saw me, you went nuts for me, and the rest is history, right?
Oh, fine, I'll just put that down.
Hey, this place stinks. I mean, where's all the hot tubs and the running around naked and the touching each other with mink gloves?
Well, it isn't what I expected either. I thought we were really going to relate, you know? Laugh and cry and yell and punch each other till all our feelings came gushing out.
Okay. So you want to get naked and punch each other?
No. Let's just watch TV.
Quick! Where's Mr. Belvedere? I'm gonna zap him.
Come on, Wes, leave him alone. He doesn't want to play your stupid games.
Take that, you intergalactic little twit.
I got you first.
Hi, guys.
Hey! So how was your weekend?
Fine. So how was yours?
Splendid. I kept them all in the garage.
So, how was marriage enrichment? Was it romantic?
Oh, it was fine.
You guys didn't argue, did you? Did you make Dad sleep in the woods?
No, honey.
We didn't fight at all, champ.
Hey, that's great.
So, what did you guys do?
Well, Daddy and I spent a lot of time in this cute little cabin. It was very helpful.
That sounds very nice.
Yeah. Anyway, I think I'm gonna need that big suitcase up in the attic.
You guys going on a second honeymoon?
Not exactly, kitten. Pop's sort of moving out.
Huh?
Your father and I are separating.
I don't know what happened. I usually give such good advice.
Well, that's okay, Mr. Belvedere. Nobody's blaming you. I am.
Well, guys, I'm all packed.
Are you and Mom getting divorced?
No, honey, of course not.
Well, then how come you're moving out?
Yeah, I thought you guys said you didn't fight.
We didn't. We didn't do much of anything.
Anyway, it's only temporary. Probably. It's just after 19 years, your mom and I figured we both needed some time away from each other.
You know, we just need a chance to sort out our feelings.
But what happens if you sort everything out and decide you still can't stand each other?
Then I move out.
Well, look, guys, it may not seem like it now, but this is really for the best. Well, I better get going. All right, West Man. We'll get together next weekend, okay?
Okay.
Bye, kitten.
Bye, Dad.
Be sure and help your mom.
Sure.
Kev, looks like you're the man of the family now.
So can I have your car?
Lynn?
George?
Look, with me being gone and everything, I hope I can count on you not to take advantage of the situation. No, I meant, with you giving everybody advice and everything.
I promise to let the entire family run amok.
I appreciate that. Well, see ya.
What happened to my banana? I don't know. Wesley?
Hey, come on, just knock it off and finish your breakfast.
Hey, just because Dad's not here doesn't mean you can boss me around.
Wesley, shut up and eat.
Okay. Look at that stuff.
Oh, just a few things your father requested.
Is there a picture of me in there?
No, Wesley, I think your father's depressed enough.
You know what? I don't think they're gonna get back together.
Hey, come on, Dad's only been gone 3 days.
Yeah, but they're not doing anything. They're not even talking. Or they're gonna get divorced, and there's gonna be a big custody battle, and Dad's gonna have to kidnap me off the schoolyard, and my picture's gonna wind up on the side of a milk carton, and I just know it.
Heather, you're being ridiculous.
Yeah, they'll probably put it on a can of dog food.
Hey, come on, guys.
Good morning.
Oh, Mrs. Owens, Mr. Owens called.
He did?
Yes, he asked me to bring over these things, but since it's on your way...
No, that's all right. I've got to get to school. Now, I want you guys to be good, and I'll see you at dinner.
Is there any message you'd like me to give Mr. Owens?
Like what?
Oh, I don't know. I love you, I miss you, I can't live without you.
You can tell him he bounced a check.
Da-da-doo. Da-doo-da-da-dee-da.
Well, at least the beer's warm. Just kick it. It's open.
Well, George, this looks very homey.
Hey, Belvedere. Can I get you a beer or something? Can help me celebrate.
What are we celebrating?
I got that sportscasting job on TV. I start next week.
Oh, wonderful. Mrs. Owens will be thrilled when you tell her.
Nah, you can do it. Maybe you can catch her between classes.
That's right, George. Nothing brings two people closer together than sarcasm.
Listen, if she was so hot to get back together, she'd have called already.
Look, George, you're both caring and reasonably intelligent people. I think you should just sit down and talk to one another.
Hey, talking on that stupid weekend didn't work, and it's not going to work now. Besides, I kind of like being on my own. I mean, if I want to stay out all night, I can stay out all night. If I want to have some guys over to play cards, we play cards. If I want to have...
That's a splendid idea.
Huh?
A game of cards. How about tomorrow night? Say 7-ish?
Sure, why not?
Fine. I'll bring the chips and dip.
Hey, so, who's going to come?
Oh, I'll find some people.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joyce Brothers.
Huh?
Isn't this where the game is?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, guys, this is the place.
Hi, I'm Bubba Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Edwin Newman?
Hi, George. I'm Susan Anton.
Hi.
She's with me.
Well, everybody, let's play some cards.
Wonderful. Bubba, would you pass the peanuts?
Not now, baby. Joyce, see you too, or raise you two?
Too rich for my blood.
I'm out.
Call. Let's see what you got.
3 6s.
3 queens.
I was sure she was bluffing.
Okay, we're gonna play Dr. Pepper.
10 twos and fours a while.
No, Bubba.
Come on, it's my deal.
Well, deal me out of this one. I've got to make some more dip.
All right.
Nice place you have here, George.
Thanks. It's just temporary.
Oh, really?
The thing is, my wife and I sort of just separated.
How do you feel about that, George? Police checks.
I don't know, Dr. Joyce.
I understand your wife is going to be an attorney. Does that make you feel threatened, somehow emasculated?
Doc, that's not the problem. George and Marcia are on the same team. They just got their plays mixed up. See, George, you got the ball way back here on the 10. Marcia is gone deep. And you guys can't connect because you've been blindsided by your own diminished sense of self-worth.
I think what Bubba was trying to say in his insightful, if somewhat convoluted metaphor, is that open, straightforward communication is vital in any successful relationship.
That's not what I meant.
Yeah, so?
So what about you, Miss Anton? Don't you have something to say?
Yes. Just that sometimes men leave their wives because in the back of their minds they think they might get lucky and latch on to someone like me. Forget it, George.
Look, George, what we're all really trying to say is that you and Marcia have something so very precious.
Hey, hold
Before you
it.
throw
What
it
is
away.
this anyway? I mean, I don't need a bunch of Hollywood types coming in here and telling me how to run my life. So why don't all you just get the hell out of here?
That's a great how do you do.
Let's blow this joint.
Come on, fellas, let's go someplace where they appreciate celebrities.
I kicked everybody out.
Good. That was Kevin on the phone. Wesley's been arrested.
Oh, no.
Hey, guys. Sorry I'm late.
Oh. Hello, Tony.
Have a dip. Oh, thanks. Dip, I love dip.
Where'd everybody go?
Thanks.
Okay, pal, inside.
I know the procedure.
What's going on?
The kid got arrested.
What? What happened?
He threw a brick through a car window.
And the police caught him?
It was a police car.
Anyway, I paid for the window and replaced the donuts Wes ruined, and everybody seemed happy.
I don't understand, honey. This isn't like you.
You mean getting caught?
Hey, listen, buddy. Just because I'm not around anymore doesn't mean you can run wild. Because I won't stand for it.
So I guess you guys are gonna talk now and figure out my punishment, huh?
You know what I think? I think that deep down you did this just to try to get Daddy and me back together again.
No kidding. I mean, Mr. Belvedere said there's nothing like a crisis to bring a family closer together.
Yes, Wesley. And no one creates them better than you do.
Yeah, so we'll be in the kitchen.
Yeah, and we're not coming back until you guys have made up.
So how you doing?
Oh, pretty good. You?
Pretty good. What's new?
Oh, I got that sportscasting job.
Oh, that's wonderful. Congratulations.
Thanks.
How's your apartment?
Oh, you know, it's your typical bachelor pad.
Ah, so you've been seeing any swinging chicks?
Not yet. You seeing any swinging professors?
Oh, just one for lunch.
Yeah, well, I gotta get going. Big bash tonight in apartment 3. Gee, I don't want to miss it. See ya. I don't want to go back there.
I don't want you to have to go back there either, but this is not going to work unless you let me be what I want to be.
Hey, I want you to be a lawyer. I'm paying for it, aren't I?
That's what I mean. I don't want you just to say it. I want you to mean it.
All right, I don't mean it. There, I just said it. Look, the thing is, with you doing so good and me being out of work, I guess I sort of got blindsided by my own diminished sense of self-worth. It's just something Bubba Smith told me.
I guess it's kind of my fault, too. I get so wrapped up in law school, I kind of forget about everything else, including you.
Yeah.
But sometimes I think that you just don't care. I mean, up at that marriage thing, we really had a chance to open up to each other, but all you wanted to do was watch TV.
What did you expect me to do? Write all that mushy junk about how I felt the first time I saw you?
Yes.
Well, I did. How I felt the first time I saw my wife. I thought I was going to be sick. Because she was the most beautiful woman I had ever seen. And I wanted to go over and ask her to dance, but I was afraid she'd just laugh at me.
I did laugh. But only because your tie was hanging in your glass of punch.
Yeah. But you danced with me anyway.
That's more like it.
I'm glad to report that George and Marcia are back together and doing rather well. This avoids what I'm sure would have been a very messy custody battle over who gets stuck with Wesley. As for me, I never really had a chance to play cards. And since George had 2 weeks left on the rent, he generously gave me the use of his bachelor pad. Sorry, Ginger. Go fish.
Honey, there's nothing to be afraid of. Besides, you wouldn't be going to the dentist if you'd brushed when you were supposed to and you didn't rot your mouth with all those sweets. Oh, look, this is ridiculous. I want you out of that bathroom right this minute.
Shall I call the SWAT team?
I don't know what else to do.
Let me try. Look, if you go to the dentist like a good soldier, when you come home, Mr. Belvedere will make your favorite triple scoop chocolate crunch sundae.
With extra sprinkles?
Of course.
So, how do I look? Better. Now knock it off. I'm getting my teeth cleaned today, and I want to get my money's worth.
Morning.
Morning. I'm all ready to go to the dentist, Dad.
No rush, pal.
But if you don't get there early, they give the old drill.
That's it, I'm not going.
Oh, come on, Dad, you gotta.
You see, even Wesley realizes that a trip to the dentist may be unpleasant, but necessary.
No, I like going.
You do?
Yeah. Sometimes it hurts a whole lot, but it sure feels good when it's over.
Sort of like spending the day with you.
Sticks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. rival. Life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life, yes.
Is everything all right?
I still can't find a roommate to split the rent with, and have a lot of other bills and stuff. I'm just having a little trouble making ends meet.
Oh, well, you know, your father and I can always help out.
Nah, it's too much money to get from you guys. I was gonna ask Wes. Anyway, I don't want to start borrowing, so I just decided I'm gonna sell my Barracuda.
Oh, you love that car.
Yeah, but it's okay. I mean, I'm right across from campus, so I'll be fine.
Well, if there's anything else we can do, you just ask.
Well, you could let me borrow your Porsche.
That's right, dear. Keep your sense of humor.
I did it! I broke the record. I made a market in 6 minutes, 45 seconds, and I even stopped for one of the red lights.
It's not bad.
Yeah, well, I would have done better if it weren't for all the screaming.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Aren't you coming in?
First, put the car keys on the counter. Now step away from them. Now I'll come in.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, you want to help me with this ad? I'm trying to sell my car.
Fine, I'll buy it.
Huh?
I want my own transportation.
Yeah, but you don't even know how much money I want.
It's bound to be cheaper than trauma care.
Okay, you got a deal.
So how did it go?
Great for Dad.
And even better for the dentist.
What do you mean?
The kid needs braces.
Oh,
And then a doc said his bite's way out of whack.
no. And I haven't bitten anyone in a month.
Oh, look, honey, it's not going to be as bad as you think. Besides, Lady will be glad you wore them.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Kev.
What?
Hi, Kev.
What's the matter with him?
I gotta get braces.
I never needed him.
Yes, you did. We just couldn't afford it.
Excuse me.
Oh, Mrs. Myers.
Is that a fire hose I see?
Yes, ma'am.
It's funny. I don't see any fire. I don't smell any smoke.
What do you at? I guess Mr. Jones must have put himself out. Hey, Wes. Oh, hi, Miles. Let's eat the cafeteria. They're having macaroni and cheese.
I can't eat that stuff. Makes my mouth walk.
It's my last chance to have it. I'm getting braces next week.
Yeah, they're not so bad. He used them after the first year.
The thing is, we just started junior high, and now I gotta start wearing an erector set in my mouth.
Nobody cares if we wear braces or not. I already made a lot of new friends. Anyways, I'll put my books away and we can all go to the cafeteria together.
Hi, Wesley.
Oh, hi, Kimberly.
You better be careful. Mr. Jones is still pretty mad at you.
Yeah, well, I didn't know a Bunsen burner could go that high.
So I was going to eat out on the lawn. You want to come?
I promised I'd eat in the cafeteria with Miles and his friends.
You mean the heavy metal group?
Huh?
That's so sweet of you, Wesley. Treating them like normal people.
So you want to come with us?
No, thanks.
It's really coming down up there. Hey, champ. What's up?
Oh, I got a hot date, so Mom's let me borrow her Porsche.
You never let me.
Well, I will the next time you have a hot date.
That's Tuesday. You want to meet her? Anyway, I'm starving. Where's Belvedere?
He just took Kevin's car to the market.
He took my car out in the rain.
So?
Hello.
Mr. Belvedere, you're soaked.
Yes, that happens when one walks 3 miles through a typhoon.
Yeah, I guess I forgot to tell you that sometimes the distributor shorts out if you let water get into the engine.
Well, it had to go somewhere after the passenger compartment filled up.
Yeah, I guess I also forgot to tell you that the back window doesn't go up.
Because there is no back window.
The handle works great.
Not anymore.
Well, I better get going. I'll see you.
So, what's for dinner?
Soup. Wesley, did you finish all that marshmallow fluff?
Yeah, I made a peanut butter and marshmallow sandwich.
How disgusting. Now I have nothing to put on my liverwurst. What are you watching?
Village of the Damned.
Oh, yes, you were born there, weren't you? What's the matter?
I'm getting my stupid braces tomorrow.
Oh, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, I know, but what if there was someone you liked a whole lot, and she liked you, only you were afraid she wouldn't if you had braces?
I don't think a person like that's very nice. And not really worth liking.
Well, what if you already knew she wasn't very nice, but you liked her anyway?
Look, Wesley, braces aren't going to change who you are. They certainly shouldn't change what people think about you.
So you're not going to start calling me Metal Mouth?
Certainly not. You know I have much better names than that. Good morning, Mrs. Owens.
Good morning, right back.
May I say you look lovely today?
Oh, thank you, and so do you. Though I guess lovely is the wrong word for a man.
Shall we say stunning?
Good morning.
Good morning.
My, what an attractive trio.
Heather, Kevin, we'd better hurry. We don't want to be late for our toothpaste commercial.
You know what, Honey Bunch? We've got one heck of a handsome family.
I'm back from the dentist. What have they done to my baby?
He looks like a geek.
He does not, kitten. More like the front end of a 58 DeSoto.
Don't worry, Wesley. It'll all be fine.
Yes, dear. Many respected psychologists and small appliance experts say that wearing braces need not interfere with leading a full and productive life.
Sure, Wes.
Dad, I'm wearing pencils. Look out, he's contagious.
What did you do to me?
I'm sorry.
It's too late.
I'm sorry. Thank goodness he's gone.
Yeah, and anyway, the kid will be better off outside.
Unless there's lightning.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Because I'm not getting braces ever.
Come on, pal, you can't keep this up forever.
How'd it go? Did you get your braces? What's he doing?
He said he's not going to open up his mouth for the rest of his life.
Can I have that in writing?
Look, maybe you don't like them right now, but you're just going to have to get used to them. Say something.
They're stupid, and they're ugly, and they hurt, and nobody's ever going to see them, so there.
Is he down yet?
He said he was coming.
I'm surprised he's going to school at all, the way he carried on last night about those braces.
Well, I think with a good night's sleep, he'll have gotten this out of his system.
I'm ready.
Are we belly dancing for show and tell?
Wes, what are you doing?
This way I can talk and nobody can see my braces.
Do you really think your braces look any more ridiculous than this thing?
I don't care.
Fine. You go to school like that, maybe you'll see how silly you're being.
Come on, Heather.
Oh, don't forget your lunch, Salome. It's your favorite bologna and cheese on raisin bread and a pack of ho-hos.
I already told you I'm not eating anything I can't suck through a straw.
Oh, don't worry. I put it in the blender.
Forgot to tell you the brakes might need a little tightening.
So might the steering wheel.
What's all this stuff?
Oh, just a few things I found when I cleaned out the car.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, the mechanic at the station asked if I had any records of previous repairs.
Yeah, maybe. Here's last month's.
Oh. And how are you getting on without your little red roadster?
Oh, great.
You must be getting plenty of exercise.
Well, no, actually, I bought another car.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, after I paid my rent and stuff, I still had some money left, so I got one of those stupid little Japanese cars, you know.
You mean one of those silly little things that get you all the way to where you want to go?
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, once you get a few of the bugs out and maybe a tune-up, I know you're going to enjoy that old car just as much as I did.
I don't think that's possible. Come in.
Oh, hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Miles.
Is Wesley here? We're supposed to go to the library together.
I believe he's out doing some chores, but it should be done soon. Now, there's that blasted bottle opener. Oh, don't worry. I found it. Ah, Wesley, I see you've given up the veil and put on something more suited to your personality.
Hey, I've gotten a lot of compliments.
Wesley, braces are nothing to be ashamed of, so why don't you take that silly thing off and forget all about this?
No, I'm never opening my mouth in public again.
Well, that should save us all a lot of embarrassment.
Mr. Belvedere's right. There's nothing to be ashamed of.
I know.
What happened to your braces? I never got them. Huh?
My dad waited out in the car because he hates dentists, so I just sat in the lobby for an hour and then came back out and kept my mouth shut ever since.
And they haven't caught on yet?
Of course not. They're just adults.
Hello, George.
Figured out the problem yet?
Yes, I traced it back to the day you and Mrs. Owens decided to have children.
Come on, Belvedere. Kevin didn't sell you a lemon on purpose. He just got lucky.
Look, I'm not spending another dime on this infernal machine. I'm just going to fix it myself.
I didn't know you were a mechanical genius too, big guy.
Oh, yes, I had some experience when I worked for the royal family.
What'd you do? Jumpstart the Queen every morning? Maybe it's the plug.
Yes, well, I put some new ones in, and I tightened up the solenoid, whatever the hell that is.
Oh, let me give her a start.
Good God, it's a miracle.
Hey, maybe it's not such a clunker after all.
Yeah, well, perhaps Lizzie and I just started off on the wrong foot.
Yeah, right.
Come on, let's take him for a spin.
Good idea. Hey, Sam. Come on, Wes.
I just don't want anyone to see me. I'm too hideous.
Okay, whatever you want.
Maybe there's someplace you could send me. You know, like an island for dental defectives. Then I could be with my own kind.
Look, pal, you're acting stupid. I mean, nobody around here cares if you got braces on your teeth or a bird cage around your head. We still love you, right?
Yeah, I know.
So why don't you turn around and give your old pop a big grin? Night, kid.
Going out now.
Remember, small bills. Unmarked, if possible.
Miles is coming over. We're going to the movies.
Oh. You know, it's funny. I bought another bottle of that marshmallow fluff, but someone ate all of it.
Oh, yeah?
You didn't make another of your peanut butter sandwiches, did you?
No.
No, of course not. You wouldn't be able to eat with those cumbersome braces.
Right.
That's assuming you have braces.
Huh? What do you mean?
Maybe you're faking it. But of course, that would be the most incredible act of audacity, beyond any but the most perverse and twisted of minds. That sounds exactly like you. Show me some chrome, Jerome. No problem. Now smile for Mommy.
What was going through your mind? Did you think you could fool us forever?
Just till I was 18.
Well, you must have a real high opinion of your mother and me. Just a couple of dipsticks who wouldn't know a cactus if it poked us in the rear end?
Have you been reading my diary?
Well, I know one thing. You're going back to that dentist today if possible, and you're getting those braces, and that's final.
But they're gonna ruin my life.
I don't want to hear it.
But they will. You wear braces and they turn you into a nerd and a wimp and a jerk that nobody likes.
Wes!
Well, that's what they did to Miles.
See ya. Hey, Miles. I got him. Pretty gross, huh? I even scared a couple pit bulls on the way to school. Look, I'm sorry about all that stuff I said. I didn't mean about you being a nerd and a jerk and stuff. Thanks. Sure. Look, you're my best friend. And you have been ever since the day you barked on me coming back from the class trip. Oh, yeah. And hey, don't worry about braces turning you into a nerd. Yeah? Yeah. I was already one before I got them. Just made me use her a spot. Right. Uh-oh, here comes Kimberly.
Hi, Wesley.
Oh, hi, Kimberly.
So, I was just wondering, are you going to the sock hop Friday?
Oh, I don't know, maybe.
I thought if you want to, we could go together. My mom could drive us and pick us up later.
Well, that sounds great, but you sure you want to go with me?
Why wouldn't I?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, what if something happened that made me look kind of, different?
What are you talking about? All I know is that I like you a lot, and that's all that really matters.
Really? Well, guys, this is it. At least till I get these things off.
Little going-away party?
Yep. Me and this junk have had a lot of good times together.
Well, you're young. You'll make other friends.
You know, you were right about these. Nobody even cared except Kimberly, and she got 2 teeth knocked out at dodgeball.
Well, Wesley, there's no need to throw these away.
Why? I can't have this stuff.
No, but I can.
Belvedere?
Hello, Kevin.
Oh, I got a message. Said you wanted to see me?
I would have driven over to your place, but unfortunately it isn't downhill.
Lizzie's still giving you trouble, huh?
I now have a platinum card from the auto club.
It's funny.
Oops. It must be time for his 4 o'clock feeding.
No, I don't get it. I mean, when I had the car, it ran great.
Perhaps it misses you.
Yeah, well, I better get back to campus, so...
Actually, I've been thinking, and I feel badly that you've had to sell it. I know how much you loved it.
Yeah, well, I'll get over it.
I mean, you're a young man on the go. You really should have a hot set of wheels.
What are you saying?
I want my money back, you little huckster.
A deal's a deal.
And a broken neck is a broken neck.
Hey, I didn't ask you to buy that car. You begged me.
Oh, yes, all these years, acting so sweet and innocent. It was just a plot so you could sell me that car.
All right, I'm out of here.
Oh, no, not without that ton of scrap iron in the garage.
Look, I'm not taking that car back.
Very well, then. I'll have it towed back to your apartment, and you can mail me a check for my money.
Listen, when I get home, I better not find that car in front of my apartment. You got that straight?
Very well. It won't be.
Good. I'll see you. What the?
Happy motoring. Mr. Belvedere will continue in a moment. Kevin and I have settled our vehicular dispute amicably. He has agreed to repay me in weekly installments. I've agreed to remove the car from his apartment, also in weekly installments. Meanwhile, all's quiet on the orthodontic front as Wesley adjusts to his braces. In fact, he says they give him a menacing quality, which he likes and I consider redundant. I always felt these Owens children would be the death of me. The only thing I'm not sure of is which one will kill me first.
Okay, Mr. Belvedere, I'm ready to drive you to the market.
Well, that answers that.
I'm Morton Dean. Later on Nightline, the nuclear disaster we failed to prepare for. Just
Coming! Hey, Carl. What took you so long? Hey, I'm getting ready for our ski trip. Trying to perfect my form.
So you don't fall off the ski lift like last year.
Hey, I was stung by a bee. A winter bee.
Whatever. This is a lot safer.
Ferrari Carathon? What?
It's a contest at custom coaches. It's kind of like a marathon. See, everybody puts their hand on a brand new Ferrari, and then you wait. And the last one left wins the car.
Carl, this is even stupider than the time you tried to fill up that Volkswagen with eggs.
If I'd remembered to set the emergency brake, I'd be in Guinness today.
Forget it. You're not going to talk me into this.
Kevin, picture homecoming weekend. Picture an ocean of blondes clamoring for a ride.
Picture me on fresh powder.
Fine. Hey, break a leg.
Bye, Mom.
Heather, go upstairs and take off some of that makeup.
But it's the same as I wear every day.
Yeah, and I don't think that's enough.
You can come into school.
You watch your attitude, young man.
More coffee, Mrs. Owens?
Oh, no, it's bitter.
She always used to have a second cup. Something wrong, Mrs. Owens?
I don't want to go to work.
Problems at the legal hut?
Yesterday, I spent 3 hours preparing a will for a woman who's leaving everything to her parakeet.
But so few parakeets have adequate pensions to see them through their golden years.
That's not what I went to law school for.
Oh, come now. We must all endure a little drudgery in our jobs. The key is to stay cheerful.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Belvedere, I volunteered you to bake 800 cupcakes for the junior high carnival in car wash.
Fine.
Come on, Wes, I'll drop you at school.
See you, Mr. Belvedere.
Goodbye, Wesley.
I forgot my lunch.
I didn't.
you drop-kicked your jacket as you came through the door. No one glared. According to our new rival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Well? Huh? All right. It's a hot car. But, I mean, look at all these people. What chance do I have? Twice as much as anyone else. What? If we act as a team, then if either one of us wins, we can share the car. Come on. It's a waste of time.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Are you in the contest?
Oh, well,
I'd do anything for a man in a Ferrari.
I want this car.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Custom Coaches Ferrari Carathon. Can't you just feel the excitement in the air? One of you is going to drive away in the creme de la creme on the road today. Huh? Oh, and here's a kiss for good luck.
I'm not a contestant.
Who cares? It's fun to be the judge.
All right, let's go over the rules. One hand on the car at all times. No exceptions. No crazy glue. And I just hope your kidneys hold up. All right. Are you ready? Yeah. Any questions? Boy, are you dumb.
That's one down.
Mrs. Safarik, why do you want to sue the President of the United States?
I ran out of cheese.
Pardon?
You know, those 5-pound blocks the feds are giving away.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
Well, what am I going to do with all the crackers I bought?
Mrs. Safarik, your suit has no basis. I can't take your money.
You can't take my money? What kind of a lawyer are you?
Legal hut, over 1 million served. Oh, yeah, Mrs. McAllister, I have your revised will right in front of me. Now, the fourth revision states that you want to leave all of your party dresses to your daughter, Cindy. Oh, I see. Now you want to leave them to your son, Amos. Yeah, the parents are always the last to know. Oh, you want to come in tomorrow with more changes? Oh, no problem. Number 68. Yes?
Marcia, this is Mr. Hodnett.
Hello, Mr. Hodnett.
Could you please come to my office?
Right away. Have a seat. Hello, Mr. Hodnett.
Marcia, I want you to know I've had my eye on you. Actually, both eyes. And I have some exciting news. They're transferring... Marcia?
Mr. Hodnett, you were saying?
They're transferring me to the head office. I'm moving up to the big time.
Congratulations, Mr. Hodnett. They need people like you at 3 Mile Island.
Of course, I will need a replacement to run this office. Guess who I have in mind? Hint, hint, hint.
Me?
Why, you are sharp.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, don't say anything. Look around, you lucky lady. All this is yours.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Westman. What do you got there?
It's for school. We're making a time capsule. So far, I've got a baseball, a Newsweek, and a pair of Mr. Belvedere's bikini underwear.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, honey.
Mom.
Hello, Mrs. Owens. How was your day?
Oh, fine. I did some casework, got a promotion, drafted a couple of wills. What's for dinner?
What was that, a promotion?
Oh, it's nothing. They want me to run the office.
Hey, Mom, that's great. I'm so proud of you. So does that mean you get to fire people and embezzle money?
Nice to have a role model, isn't it, Wesley?
It's no big deal.
So I guess you'll be getting a raise, huh, Mom?
I suppose.
Gee, I'd love to go to Fort Lauderdale for spring break.
Not till I get my new 10-speed.
Hey, let's not get greedy. Besides, your old man needs a new set of golf clubs.
I say this calls for some champagne.
All right.
Not for you. You're the designated driver.
Hoop-dee-doo.
We missed you at your promotion party.
Oh, no thanks. I don't feel like champagne.
It's flat ginger ale. It seemed more fitting.
Mr. Belvedere, what would you say if I told you that I don't want this promotion?
I'd understand.
You would?
Of course. It's a new challenge, and you may not be feeling up to it.
That's for sure.
I remember when I was summoned to Buckingham Palace to serve the Queen. Up to then, I'd only served 2 Viscounts and an Earl. Not a very crisp parallel, is it? My point is, change is good for the soul.
Yes, I guess it is.
Of course. And if you put your mind to it, you can do anything you want.
And I just may.
52,000 bottles of beer on the wall. 52,000 bottles of beer. Carl. If one of those bottles should happen to fall, 51,999. Carl! What? Will you shut up? We're not coming home from summer camp. Boy, someone sure got up on the wrong side of the fender this morning.
Uh-oh, someone's in trouble. He's fading fast. He's down to the headlights. He's bounced off the bumper.
Better luck next time, pal. Hey, just 3 more to go. Hang in there, Kev. Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Belvedere.
Why was that?
Hi, kids. How's school?
Well, I got a D on my trig test.
And I got detention for hiding in the towel basket in the girls' locker room.
Oh, I've got the best kids in the whole world.
Mrs. Owens, if you're trying to break the children's necks, could you let Heather go?
Warden.
Good morning.
Honey, you just get better looking every day.
Huh?
Well, bye, everybody.
What's with Mom?
It's very simple. She's talked to me, and now she likes work again.
Hey, when are you going to take my order?
Keep your shirt on, Mac. We're breaking in a new girl.
Hi, cutie. Babs is my name and Waiting's my game. What'll it be?
Veterans Day.
Johnny, give me a sea burger, hold the rabbit food, and whack 'em.
Honey, you just ordered a scrambled cheeseburger.
No. I mean a cheeseburger with fries, hold the lettuce.
Oh, okay. Johnny, nix that. She wants a sea burger, hold the rabbit food, don't forget the shoes. You'll get the hang of it.
Thanks.
For the lovebirds. On the house.
Hey, Bab, they're playing our song. Move your button. Now don't go away.
Lollipop, lollipop, ooh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, ooh, lolly, 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 lollipop, lollipop, ooh, lolly, 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 lollipop. Call me baby lollipop, tell you why.
Oh, Heather, you would have loved the late movie last night. There's this couple and they're in love and they're making out in the park. Then this monster comes out of the pond and squishes their brains out.
Oatmeal, anyone?
Morning.
Hey,
Good morning, Mr.
Hey, Marsh. You up for a dinner and a movie tonight?
Oh, I can't, honey. I have to work a double shift.
A double shift at a law office?
Oh, yeah, we're swamped. It's our deposition day's blowout. Well, gotta run.
Hey, kids, you notice anything funny about your mom lately?
Not really, except she's been acting kind of immature and wearing weird stuff and being sort of a ditz.
Maybe she's pregnant.
Don't look at me. Oh, Mrs. Owens. Forget something?
Oh, thanks, Mr. Belvedere. I don't know where my head is.
Well, it's certainly not in there. It was thought the boss took work home.
Oh, I do. But I did it all, so I did what I had to do, and now I have to go to work to get more to do. See ya.
Looks like a job for Belvedere, man.
Where am I? Where no man has dared to go before. Now get off me. You know, you have an attitude problem. Oh, yeah? Well, you have a stink problem.
You guys friends?
We used to be. We were going to share this car. Not anymore. Hey, that is fine with me.
Well, if I win, I'm going to sell it.
Huh?
Well, I've been out of work for over a year now, and I got to get my family back on its feet.
Gosh, that's too bad.
Yeah. I mean, my wife was carrying the load for a while. Till the accident.
The accident?
Yeah. And it's so tough with 7 mouths to feed. Amy, and Joey, and Tina, Ricky, Jimmy, Terry, and of course, little Mary Sue.
Yeah, you forgot Happy, Sneezy, and Dopey. Come on. This is a snow job. You just want us to feel sorry for you. You don't have any 7 kids or a wife that's been in some big, tragic accidents.
Joe! Joe, I finally found you. What are you doing here?
Oh, honey, I wanted to surprise you. If I win this car, then we can afford your artificial hip.
Who needs a hip when I have a man like you?
Hey, Belvedere, I just went over to Legal Hut to surprise Marcia. They said she quit last week.
George.
Where the hell has she been going every day?
Well,
Don't give me that. She's stepping out on me.
I assure you, you're jumping to conclusions.
Oh, yeah? She's acting like a kid. She's real happy. And she's covering up something. What else could it be?
Maybe she's become a young Republican.
What am I going to do? I know. I'll confront her. No, first I'll find out who the guy is, and I'll break his face, and then I'll confront her. No. Maybe I'll have an affair of my own. Then I'll break the guy's face, and then I'll confront her. Yeah, that's it. What am I going to do?
Well, if I was upset as you, I know what I'd do.
What?
Get a cheeseburger.
Hey, Johnny, dress me a pig, wash the dish rag, and stir up the worms.
Now you're talking.
Thank you.
Hey, what is it with you, Belvedere? My marriage is on the rocks, and all you can think about is stuffing your gut.
George, just sit down and relax.
Oh, my God.
You know, this reminds me of a place I used to take Marcia when we were going out. She'd always order the meatloaf, and I'd get liver and onions. How could it happen right under my nose?
The Ringling Brothers Circus could happen under your nose. Oh, waitress, will you take our order?
Hold your horses. Oh. Nice going, Babs.
Babs?
Well, hi, George. Mr. Belvedere. Can I tell you about the specials?
Well, forget the specials. What are you doing here?
I work here.
Well, you're supposed to be a lawyer.
I was. I mean, I am.
But what happened to Legal Hut and your promotion?
Haven't you ever worked really hard for something and once you've achieved it, it's just a big letdown?
I have. It happened when I got to the top of Mount Everest and found a 7-Eleven. I'll be over there.
George, I always dreamed of being a lawyer, defending the underdog, making people's lives better. But working at Legal Hut, that's not law. In fact, it should be against the law.
Well, if you hated it so much, why didn't you tell me?
I just couldn't. Not after all the sacrifices you made putting me through law school.
It wasn't so bad. So what if it set us back 30 grand? And you weren't around when the kids needed you. And we had to go out and hire Belvedere. And then couldn't get rid of him.
You have a right to be mad at me.
I'm not mad. To tell you the truth, I'm kind of relieved.
Why?
Well, with all your sneaking around and stuff, you know. Belvedere thought you were having an affair.
George, that's so sweet.
So, what's the deal? You gonna be a waitress now?
Not forever, but I need a little time to get my bearings, and, well, this does help pay the bills.
Hey, Babs, it's showtime! Plus, this is a lot of fun. Hey, take a load, good looking. Come on, baby. I need gravy. Gimme gravy tonight. I knew you danced the mashed potatoes fine, but that don't show me that you really mind. What's the dancing without romancing? So put that something extra on the line. Gimme gravy. I like a mashed potatoes. Gimme gravy. Come on and treat me right. Gimme gravy. Baby, you're the greatest. So gimme gravy tonight. I think it's twisting, but I want some more. There's something missing while we're on the floor. Come on, baby, I want some gravy. A little kiss is what I'm waiting for. Gimme gravy. I'm a mashed potato. Gimme gravy. Come on and kiss me right. Gimme gravy. Baby, you're the greatest. So gimme gravy tonight. Now when the mashed potatoes finally through, there's lots of gooey, gravy things to do. Lots of loving, kissing, hugging. I wanna ride that gravy train with you. Gimme mashed potatoes.
Look, guys, what do you say we call it a draw, and I'll get each of you a hot deal on a new minivan. What do you say?
Go for it, Carl. Minivan's about your speed.
Owens, I'd rather die before you get this car.
Have a heart. This tuxedo is rented.
Hang in there, Joe. Think of Amy and Joey and Tina and Ricky and Jimmy and Terry.
What about little Mary Sue?
I had to tell you after this was over. She's an angel now.
Kev, what if they're on the level?
Who cares?
Look at us.
Huh?
We become animals. We don't care about anybody but ourselves.
You're right. I'm so tired. I don't even know who I am anymore.
You're still my best buddy.
Carl, look, I'm really sorry about the way I've been acting.
Me too.
Oh, guys, that's beautiful.
Why don't you boys shake hands?
Put her there, pal.
Thank God! Oh, God!
See how happy we made
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Disraeli once wrote, "Everything comes if a man will only wait." He obviously never tried to win a Ferrari. But Kevin is a good sport. And I'm sure he'll feel better about things in a week or two after he wakes up. Speaking of waiting, Marcia seems quite happy doing just that. at least for now. It might seem incongruous for a lawyer to find satisfaction as a waitress, but as I always say, whatever turns you on.
I'm Ted Koppel. Later on Nightline, TV crime shows that turn their viewers into police informers. A useful public service or a seedy new form of vigilantism?
The 10 of us.
I don't think that's appropriate schoolwear.
Mom, it's totally fresh.
Fresh? It's 20 years old.
Mom, fresh means it's better than rad.
I just don't think you should wear it to school.
But it's 60s Day, and I want to be the grooviest looking bird on campus.
Oh, Heather, it's just so revealing. And I won't have any daughter of mine prancing around in something she can't even bend over in.
Morning.
Hi.
Hey, Marsh, isn't that the dress you used to wear with no underwear? Hey, Wes, what you doing?
Homework.
Hey, these are women's magazines.
Yeah, I know. I'm looking for a recipe. We have to bring one in for home ec class.
Home economics? I thought you were taking wood shop.
Well, I wanted to, but the school board voted that I can't use power tools.
You don't belong in home ec. You're a guy.
So is Mr. Belvedere.
I love the smell of laundry in the morning.
Hey, what kind of example are you setting for the kid?
The same you should be setting for Kevin. Even though he's moved to his own apartment, I still have to do his wash.
What the hell is this?
He wants a pair of Kevin's undershorts.
Looks like Kev had a pretty hot day.
What's that kid doing over there anyway?
Come on, Glenn. Give me a break, will you? This is my last pair, you clothes-sucking furball. Glenn cannot be helping it. He's on the high-fiber diet.
Try dusting the same table for 5 years.
I just can't live with Glenn.
I thought your new roommate's name was Anatole.
It is. Glenn's his goat.
You said your apartment didn't allow pets.
Anatole got off in a technicality. Claimed Glenn was a relative.
Frankly, Kevin, you smell like you hosted a family reunion.
Come on, it's not that bad.
Gee, what stinks? Hi, Kev.
Hi, Dad. Well, I gotta go. I gotta get down to Chetwin's plumbing supply.
Oh, yeah? If you're shopping for a new shower head, be sure to use it.
No, it's for my business course. See, we have to observe a real business and see how it works.
Yeah, well, couldn't you observe something a little flashier, like a Ferrari dealership?
I was late to class the day they gave out the assignments. It was either a plumbing warehouse or prisoner delousing. Anyway, I gotta borrow the plunger.
Oh, it's under the sink. Be sure and put it back. Wesley needs it for the Christmas pageant. He wrote his own part this year.
Hey, Ralph, when you're through there, I got a new shipment of copper pipe. Needs to be unpacked.
You got it, boss.
This is the warehouse, Owens. The elbow joint, you might say, the whole company. Elbow joint. Got it. Casey.
Hey, Tony! We're paying you by the hour, not the cigarettes.
Hey, Casey.
What do you need, Mr. Palmer?
Casey O'Connell. Kevin Owens. Hi. Casey's our warehouse foreman.
Ah, great. It's about time I got some help. Give Tony a hand with the urinals.
Oh, Kevin isn't here to work. He's from the college. He's here to observe.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so be nice to him, and maybe he'll come back to run the place for us when he graduates. So, what exactly do you do?
I work.
Ah, great. Oh, Miss O'Connell, Fawcett is spelled with a U, not a W.
Look, college boy, let's get a few things straight. This may be playtime for you, but this is my job. I don't work, I don't eat.
Hey, I do understand the concept of work.
Good. Then you can just sit right over there and watch some.
Fine.
You ever build a birdhouse, Belvedere?
No. That's what nests are for.
Is Wesley back yet?
I haven't seen him.
I'm sure wherever he is, someone is regretting it.
He went to the supermarket. It's part of his home economics class. He's trying to see how far he can stretch a dollar.
I think the lad's in for a rude awakening.
We're back.
What'd you do, Wes? Rob the store?
No, I used coupons.
It took us like an hour to check out. The lady behind us went into labor.
Anyway, Mom, here's your change.
Thank you. $35? I only gave you a 20.
Yeah, I know. See, I only bought things that were on sale, and I had a whole bunch of double coupons, and I went to the store on triple coupon day. They came out owing me money.
Hey, that's great, champ. Why can't you do that, Belvedere?
I could, George, but we'd only end up with a lot of things we don't want or couldn't use.
Not necessarily.
Ho-hos. You bought me ho-hos?
Yep, 12 cartons.
What the hell's going on here? Come on, guys, get your butts back to work.
Morning.
Uh-huh.
I, got you this.
Yeah?
Well, you know, you and I, we kind of got off on the wrong foot, and I wanted you to know I was an okay kind of guy, and so are you.
Okay.
Aren't you going to open it? It's a coffee cup.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, sorry I left the seat up.
Casey, to the loading dock. Casey, to the loading dock.
Casey. I get it. Warehouse, Owen speaking. Yeah, sure, I can take an order. What do you need? 400 sump pumps. Hey, no problem. We'll ship them right out. You want them gift wrapped? Okay.
What was that all about?
Oh, I just moved 400 sump pumps.
From where to where?
Well, from us to Septic City. If we get them there by 5 o'clock, they'll even waive the volume discount.
Great. There's only one little problem. We don't have any pumps, sump or otherwise. We're back ordered till January.
Oh.
Yeah, so now I have to go back to Septic City and try to clean up your stupid mess, all because you just wanted to play plumber's helper.
Hey, I made a mistake, all right? You don't have to jump down my throat.
Why not? They're going to be jumping down mine.
Look, I'm sorry. I mean, what can I say?
Nothing. You don't have to say a thing, so why don't you just go and
sit over there.
Fat. 328 milligrams. Yeah, sodium. 74 milligrams. Overcooked veggies. Nutritional value, Zipola. I'm sorry, Mr. Belvedere, but I'm going to have to write you up.
What are you supposed to be, the food police?
No, I'm just going by the Surgeon General's guidelines. Frankly, for this meal, you'd get the chair.
Now, just a minute. Let me remind you that I've cooked for everyone, from Gandhi to Winston Churchill.
Yeah, and they're all dead. Well, at least one thing's edible.
Your sister will be delighted to hear that. She's tie-dyeing a T-shirt.
Go fish. stopping that. You're stinking up whole joint.
No, he is sticking up whole joints.
I am not talking to you until you come down off your low horse.
Reeks. My apartment reeks.
Your apartment?
Yeah.
Is 50-50 split.
Ah, see, now you're getting it. I want your 50 to split.
No way, Habib. Glenn likes it here.
Glenn does not get a vote.
Oh, this is a fine how do you do it. I plan big party and you want us out.
What party?
Oh, it's big blow up for all foreign exchange students.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. It's Rimsky-Korsakov's birthday.
Hey, I don't care whose corset Rimsky ripped off. I want you and that car-carrying stink bomb out of here.
Don't hold your nose.
And while we're at it, I thought you said you were going to keep that bearded trash compactor out of my room.
I say a lot of things.
Yeah, well, I take enough abuse at work from hard-hatted Hannah. I don't need to come home to hoof jam on my bedspread. Yeah.
You guys want to keep it down in there?
What are you doing here?
I live here.
What? Since when?
This morning.
All right, let me get this straight. You actually live here?
Mm-hmm. Right next door.
Oh, that's great. No, really, that's terrific. I mean, there must be 1,000 other buildings you could have moved into. Why'd you have to move here?
I didn't see a sign with your name on it. Although I should have recognized your smell.
Hey, it's not my smell. It's the goats.
You're roasting one?
I live with one.
Oh, so that's what you college clowns are into these days.
You know, you really have a big problem.
Yeah? Well, at least I'm paying my own way.
And what is that supposed to mean?
You go to college full-time and can afford this place. You don't need a PhD to figure out Mommy and Daddy are footing the bills.
Well, you know, they help a little, but I do the rest. You're acting like I'm privileged or something.
Master Kevin.
Your laundry.
Chef Wesley has informed me that dinner will be delayed.
Oh. No, look, I think it's a wonderful idea. When he's older, he'll be glad he can cook for himself.
That's assuming they allow him a hot plate in his cell.
What's he making anyway?
He wouldn't let me see. My best guess is he's boiling fish sticks.
I'd say it's 50-50. We all end up with botulism.
Yeah, though your brother's working very hard on this meal.
Your mother's quite right. So just spit it in your napkin and I'll whip up something later.
Ladies and gentlemen, and you too, Heather, dinner is served.
You okay, big guy? You left before dessert.
What was it?
Oh, he called it something French. But it had all kinds of chocolate, strawberry sauce, lots of fluffy whipped cream. It was pretty good.
Yes, well, I wasn't hungry.
Oh, is that why there's 4 empty boxes of Ho-Hos on the ground?
It grieves me to say this, but I think I'm jealous of Wesley.
Why?
It's my own fault. I've grown complacent.
Hey, you're big boned. You can get away with it.
George, I mean I've grown lazy in the kitchen.
Big guy, you're just in a slump. You got to get a bigger lead off first.
George.
And keep your cleats up when you go into your slide.
George, I really
and try to keep the dirt out of your mouth when you dive for home.
George, I don't know when I've been so moved.
Okay, pal. Just remember, don't let yourself get psyched out before you step up to the plate. The dinner plate, I mean.
You're right, George. That's exactly what I've been doing. I've let that pint-sized Wolfgang Puck scare me out of my own kitchen.
Hey, where are you going?
To hit a home run. Over there. Young Owens,
Yeah?
this kitchen isn't big enough for the both of us.
It isn't big enough for the both of you.
I demand satisfaction.
Huh?
I challenge you to a cook-off.
I don't smell smoke.
Excuse me?
You were banging on my wall, pal. This place better be on fire.
Hey, your music's too loud.
It's heavy metal. It's supposed to be.
Come on, Casey, will you cut me some slack? I've got 2 tests tomorrow. My jerk of a roommate finally took his stupid goat to the drive-in, and now I have to go head-to-head with the wicked witch of the plumbing world.
What's the matter? Are you afraid you might flunk out and have to work for a living?
Come on, Casey, I go to school all day. When I come home, I have to study.
Come on, Kevy. I work all day. When I come home, I need to relax.
Okay. Now, I have tried to be nice, but frankly, boss, you are crowding me.
Well, now you know how I feel at work.
I'm standing right here.
Was this your stupid idea?
Uh-huh. Sure.
Why didn't you run it by me first?
Well, there wasn't time.
Thanks.
Owens, I don't mind telling you, I thought this was pretty crazy when you came up with it. But by golly, it's beautiful. It's sort of like the Ice Capades.
Mr. Palmer, we're not really going to keep doing this, are we?
Are you kidding? The orders keep flying out of here.
Owens, I'm going to get you for this.
This is a straw that broke the camel's back.
Oh, relax, Kevin. There are no camels here. I think I can horses.
Listen, I want you, your friends, and their barnyard buddies out of here.
Listen up, Rumi. We're having a party.
Yeah. I don't give a Hungarian zitherpick what you're having. You're gone.
No.
What did you say?
I said no. You're going to have to make me, homeboy.
No problem. Ouch. Okay, who's next? Come on. That's right. Come on.
You are stinking American pigskin.
I'll go along with that stinking part.
What happened to you?
Oh, well, thanks to your little roller skating scheme, I fell and broke my ankle.
Look, I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as I am. I'm going to be out of work for 8 weeks. How am I supposed to pay my rent on workman's comp?
Well, how should I know?
Well, maybe you should have thought of that before you started playing roller derby.
Here, why don't you sit down and yell at me?
Fine. Just don't touch me, okay?
Hey, look, I'm just trying to help.
Oh, I think you've done enough already, college boy.
You know, what is it with you, Casey? All right, maybe I messed up your foot, but you have been on my case with all this college stuff since day one.
Well, how would you feel if every time you were up for a promotion, some college punk strolled in and took it away from you?
Oh, so that's what this is all about. You think I want your job? I don't want your crummy job.
Well, excuse me, Mr. Rosy Future, but that crummy job is all I've got. All I'm ever gonna get.
Well, look, it's just maybe you should quit blaming college for all your problems and try going there yourself.
Forget it. That's stupid. I can't afford college. I can't even afford to pay my rent.
Yeah. Well, why don't you move in here?
What?
Well, look, I mean, you need a place to stay, and I need a roommate. Besides, boss, I owe you one.
I'd like to tell you to take a flying leap. But frankly, I've got nothing better.
Okay, we'll give it a shot.
Okay. But no funny stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't dream of it. And no playing the stereo when I'm trying to study.
I wouldn't dream of it.
Oh, and no overnight guests.
And no overnight goats.
That's my burner.
I have first dibs. It's 9 o'clock and I gotta eat something. It's empty.
We're using everything for the cook-off.
Well, can you hurry up? Dad's starting to gnaw at the table.
We're keeping the judges waiting.
Good food takes time, but I guess you wouldn't know that.
You're going to have to eat those words, you little twit. And they'll taste far better than your food.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
On guard.
Dinner is served.
And may the best chef win.
Don't worry, Wesley, I will.
Hey, where'd everyone go?
Oh.
Hi, guys. Boy, am I stuck. You guys already ate?
Already? It's after 11. You guys can cook till dawn. We went out for some chili dogs.
But what about all this food?
Oh, don't worry. We'll just pop it in the microwave and have it tomorrow.
Pop it in the microwave. What a fanciful notion.
Anybody even know where the bicarbonate is?
I'll race you.
Oh.
Now we'll never know who's best.
Actually, we wouldn't have anyway. I sabotaged your stroganoff.
Well, to be truthful, I put the fish heads back in your bouillabaisse. Wesley, you didn't do anything to the turkey, did you?
Uh-uh. Did you mess with my prime rib?
Never laid a glove on it.
Bet I can eat more than you.
There's one born every minute. Mr. Belvedere will continue in a moment. I'm not quite sure what's going on at Kevin's apartment, but at least his laundry is no longer in tatters. It did, however, include a pair of lace panties. There's either a healthy, rational explanation for this, or a good movie of the week. As for Wesley, he has conceded that I am the undisputed king of the kitchen. In turn, I magnanimously allowed him to win our grand eat-off.
Mr. Belvedere, I feel sick.
I feel just dandy.
I'm Ted Koppel. Later on Nightline, hints that murder with a homosexual backdrop was behind the USS Iowa tragedy. But apparently none of that happened. How did the story surface?
Monday, when a field trip becomes a matter of life and death, it's MacGyver's greatest challenge.
Following Incredible Sunday, a lesson in lasers leads to an impossible assignment on Mission Impossible.
Your lifeline is seriously dominant. I see something really, really big entering your life.
Good afternoon.
Oh, hey, Mr. Belvedere. This is my friend Ramona.
Oh, hello, Ramona.
Hi. She's into paranormal phenomena. You know, things that have no earthly explanation.
Then she must meet Wesley.
I think it's time to go.
Where are you off to, ladies?
We're going to a seminar on rebirthing. Hi, guys. Hi, Mr. Bumper Sticker.
Why don't you take her with you? She could use a second chance.
Hi, Ange. What are you doing here? We're supposed to go to the movies, remember? No. Oh, that's probably because I forgot to ask. So you want to? Well, actually, Ramona and I are going to rebirthing. It's a new age technique of spiritual enlightenment. Rebirthing sounds neat. All I remember about the first time is a lot of screaming and being dropped on my head.
I knew it. I knew it.
Come on, Heather. We don't want to be late.
That's right. Well, see you later, Ange.
Well, Mr. Bedwetter, I guess it's just you and me.
Guess again.
Hey, Wes, what'd you do to your shoes?
Nothing, just the usual wear and tear. Plus, I put them in the microwave.
Why?
I'm trying to ruin them so Dad will buy me a pair of those Armani high tops.
Yeah, dream on. They cost $120.
When I have to make a quick getaway, I need state-of-the-art equipment.
Forget it, Wes. I never got sneakers like that.
Hey, Westman, have I got something for you? You've been begging me a long time for this, pal.
Why, Father? Whatever could it be?
You ready, buddy?
You bet I'm ready.
Okay, pal. Here you go. Isn't he great?
Hey, Wes, you finally got a dog.
Yeah, finally.
Oh, boy.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
Hey, look, Wes, he's nuts about you.
Of course he is. I just had a hamburger.
Hello, George.
Hey, Wes, show Belvedere your new friend.
Just what we need, another animal in the house.
Hey, tell your mom the news, Wes.
Dad got me a dog.
Oh, that's wonderful, honey. After all this time, I bet you thought we'd never get you one. I know, I'm surprised.
The station sent me to the pound to do a public service announcement. This little guy was only minutes away from the big needle. You know, a one-way ticket to Hound Heaven.
Oh, you poor baby. Come here, Pumpkin. Come here. Oh. God, that's great. You know, I bet if I took him to the restaurant with me, I would clean up on tips.
What are you going to name him, Wes?
I don't know.
Come on, Wes. You used to think of great names for dogs. Attila, Moamar, Geraldo.
I guess I'll call him Spot.
No doubt in honor of what he'll do to the carpets.
Stay there.
No, the kid sure doesn't seem very excited.
Oh, don't worry, George. Spot's new. He'll take some time getting used to.
You're right, Belvedere. I mean, it took damn near a year to housebreak you.
Oh, where's my ruler? You think you're pretty smart, don't you? I've seen that one 3 times already, okay? Where were you when I really wanted a dog? Now it's too late. Forget it, I'm going to bed. Man.
Hey, Wes, man, you forgot someone.
Dad.
Hey, is that a Christmas card or what? Hey, Marcia, bring the camera.
Come on, Dad.
Marge, hurry up.
George, what is it? Oh, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Well, quick, take a picture.
Hey, I should bring the dog and the camera to the diner, put a chef's hat on the dog, pose him with the customers, and charge $1 a shot.
Okay. Say doggy biscuit.
Doggy bird.
Oh, hello, Heather. Have you been rebirthed as Ramona?
You like it?
Oh, very nice. But where's the broomstick and the pointed hat?
Shake it off, Heather. Spiritual enlightenment isn't for everyone.
That's what I tried to tell Jim and Tammy.
Hi. Anyone want to go to the mall? Sorry, Ange, we can't. We kind of have plans. Oh, where are you going this time? The Pittsburgh Psychic Fair.
It'll probably be really boring for you. It's a lot of new age stuff like psychic massage and channeling.
Oh, I know about channeling. You just press the button on the remote control and the picture changes.
Angela, channeling is where a non-reincarnated being speaks through a living person.
Non-reincarnated? You mean like dead?
Or from another planet.
Now, this begins to make sense.
A very hot new spirit guide will be at the fair. He's 6,000 years old. He enters the body of a mystic named Murray Rabinowitz and speaks the wisdom of the ages.
Ask him where I can get a good frozen pizza.
They say it can also help you advance to your next level of development.
Great. I need some new bras.
You know, Heather, I have a feeling that Angela will be right at home at the psychic fair.
Let's go, Ange. Come on, Ramona.
If you see Shirley MacLaine, tell her I still remember that wild night we spent together in 1793.
Okay.
Get around. Come on, don't be frightened. Step right up. Come on. Get close. There's nothing to be frightened of. That's all right. Fellow seekers of enlightenment, please join me in welcoming into my body the ancient intergalactic spirit sage, Weemathorn.
Hey, that's the guy who cuts the cheese down at the deli. That's his day job.
It is my great delight to once again join you wonderful people on the planet Earth. Let me begin by humbly accepting your most profound questions about your never-ending journeys through time and space.
I have a question.
Yes, my dear.
Why does the ice cream truck only come in the summer? Well, sometimes even when it's cold, I get a real urge for a nutty buddy.
I'm a belly dancer, and I just can't seem to get my career going.
You guys save my place. I'm going to get a drink of water.
To actually build your own body.
Heather, Angela is a complete airhead. Let's ditch her.
Well, I don't know. I mean, Angela and I have been best friends since we were little kids.
Oh, Angela, while you were gone, I found out my sister Marcy got a flat tire, and we have to go help her.
She called you guys here?
She called me telepathically. All right, Marcy. All right. We're coming. We better hurry. See you later, Angela.
See ya. Bye. Guess I'll take the bus home. Wait a minute, I drove. They ditched me. Boy.
Weemathon, what sort of person makes a good channel?
My friend, the best conduit for a spirit guide is empty-headed. Such a being can begin to channel just like that.
How long have you been in the house?
Couple of hours.
You know, Wesley, for somebody who has wanted a dog all these years, you certainly seem indifferent.
Yeah, well, I always wanted a big floppy dog. One that could be a real friend and rip someone's throat out.
Oh, I must admit, Spot's quite extraordinary.
He's not so special.
Come on, boy.
You're right, Wesley. He can't even pop a wheelie.
Hey, buddy, we gotta have a talk.
Sure, Dad.
You haven't done squat with that dog in 4 days.
I don't think Spot needs any help in that department.
Listen, Wes, this dog is your responsibility. You feed him, you walk him, you carry the pooper scooper. I'm giving you one more chance, otherwise he's out of here.
Yes, sir. Well, Spotty boy, looks like you're walking on thin ice.
Ramona, I still feel really bad about ditching Angela the other night.
Forget her. Everybody's talking about this new spirit guide. He was a 19th century Swedish dairy farmer named Lars Fredriksson.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, everybody. I bring to the planet Earth the blessings of enlightenment from the eternal land of the spirit. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony.
Try, actually.
What do you mean, channeling?
Well, she sits in front of a bunch of people and she gives advice in a funny accent.
Sounds like Dr. Ruth.
It's incredible. She's answering questions about world peace, careers, the stock market.
Not bad for somebody who thinks Canada is where they grow ginger ale.
Isn't it?
You want to help, boy? Here, take this and rip it up. Rip it to pieces. You're sure no party animal. Hey, Spot. Stay. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wesley!
Oh, no. Bad dog.
Just look at all this junk.
He must have been hungry and got into Belvedere's private stash.
Not the ho-hos. Please say it wasn't the ho-hos.
Sorry, Mr. Belvedere.
You beast. How were they?
I must have forgot to feed him again.
That's the last straw, Wes. This dog is out of here.
Dad gave me one last chance and I messed up. I'm sorry I let you down, Spot. I just don't deserve you. Now you have to go back to the pound. Oh, I'll be in my room.
George.
Wait a minute, pal. I can't do it.
Can't do what?
Send Spot back to the pound.
But you said one more chance and he's out of here.
I know. It's just he's so cute. He loves you so darn much. So don't worry, West man. Spot's yours forever. And get this stuff cleaned up.
I told you I was going to take you out. Couldn't you wait 1 minute? Spot, I tried everything to get rid of you. I treat you lousy, you suck up to me more. I don't walk you, you teach yourself to use the toilet. You're driving me crazy. No, I don't want to play pinochle again. You always win. I'm sending you on a little trip to Hollywood. There's this lady out there, Betty White. She really likes animals, and she'll make sure you get a good home. It's nothing against you personally. Maybe if I'd met you a few years ago, I don't know. It's just, well, you ought to be with someone who really wants you and loves you. Hello, Federal Express.
Mr. Belvedere, I'm bored and I'm lonely.
Well, what about your friend, the queen of outer space?
Ramona is now Angela's biggest disciple.
Ah, the blonde leading the blind.
I guess I had this coming after treating Angela so rotten.
You can always make up.
Oh, forget it. I can't even get near her. All these people are begging for her advice.
Oh, I'm sure this will pass. Angela will be her old self in no time.
Hi, Ed. Hello, Mr. Beaverdam.
Sounds like Angela to me.
Oh, it is. Lars' spirit isn't in me right now.
Probably can't fit because all that hot air.
Hey, don't Don't talk about my spiritual teacher that way. Lars is the healer of humanity and the avatar of enlightenment. Clap and double jointed.
Oh, praise Lars.
Ramona, would you mind waiting in the car? I'll let you brush my teeth later. Oh, thanks.
Come on, Ange. This whole thing is a put-on.
It is not.
Angela, drop it or I'm never going to speak to you again.
Fine, I'll go back to the psychic fair where I'm appreciated.
Well, good. Give my regards to Lars.
You know, I have a feeling you shouldn't be talking to Angela. You should talk to Lars.
Huh?
He may be a dairy farmer, but he seems to know all the answers. Oh, by the way, if you do make contact, tell him we're out of buttermilk.
Wesley's not at the Huffnagels.
Well, try the Knobnosters.
Doesn't Wesley know anyone with a normal name?
Maybe we should call the police.
I tried an hour ago. They said thanks for the warning.
Hi. You better have one hell of an explanation, kid.
I lost Spot.
How could you lose Spot? He's always one step behind you.
I guess he didn't like it here anymore, and he sort of left.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. You treated him like a dog. Well, you know what I mean.
Well, let's get in the car and drive around the neighborhood. He can't be far.
Where were you when you lost him?
In my room.
No wonder. You could lose an elephant in that mess.
I hope you're satisfied, mister.
I don't know. Maybe I am.
Hey, what the hell is going on? For years you begged for a dog. We finally go out and get you one that makes Benji look like a moron, and you don't even want him.
So Spot can jump through a hoop. But what about the hoops he made me jump through all those years?
What do you mean?
Every time I asked for a dog, there was always a deal. Get your grades up, keep your room clean, close the casino in the basement. Other kids have dogs just because they're kids.
Well, you're not some other kid. You're our kid. And you live under this roof. And you play by our rules.
I tried, but I couldn't win. One day, I walked into a pet shop and looked at all the dogs and realized that I was never going to get one. So I gave up. Then you come in with Spot, and I'm supposed to jump up and down.
Well, you better keep jumping, pal. You already got one foot in the woodshed.
Yes, sir.
Wes, why didn't you just tell us how you feel?
I couldn't. I was too mad.
So you punished that poor dog?
That's the worst part. I wouldn't let myself like him. But when I was out there looking for him, I was worried that something bad might have happened to him. Then I realized what a great dog he is.
So, what are you going to do about this?
I don't know. I'd do anything to get him back.
I'll consider that a blank check. Hey.
How'd you find him?
I channeled Lassie. After that, the rest was easy.
Lars, it seems like people have shied away from me all during my lifetime on this earth. I mean, what can I do?
Taking a bath might be nice.
Bless you, Lars.
Lars, this is Heather. I would like to know why a certain friend of mine always cheated at Jack's when we were 7.
Learning to lose makes the spirit win.
And why that same friend still has the yellow Angora sweater I lent her 3 years ago.
My child, possessions take the mind away from the life of the spirit.
But why did my best friend steal Tommy Rogers from me at that dance in 9th grade?
I did not steal Tommy Rogers. He begged me to dance with him.
Well, you didn't have to.
Oh, sure, like I'm supposed to turn down a total babe.
Hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, what happened to Lars?
Yeah. He's out milking a cow, so buzz off, Stinky. I just want to know one thing. Why have you been ditching me?
I guess I thought that to make new friends, I had to dump my old ones. But I really missed you, Angela. Even the dumb things you say. Thanks. Did you mean that before when you called me your best friend? Forever and ever, Lars.
Yeah, sure. Let's go get a milkshake.
All right.
Come in. Oh, hello, Wesley. Where's Spot?
Doing my geometry homework. Mr. Belvedere, you knew where Spot was, but you let me go through all that. Was it to teach me a lesson and show me what a despicable, conniving rat I really am?
Of course.
Just checking. Good night.
Wesley, there is one other thing. I understand how you felt about Spot.
You do?
Yes. I felt the same way about you when I first came here.
Huh?
You were little and clever and full of cute little tricks. And I couldn't stand you either.
I thought you liked me.
That was the problem. I did. And since I didn't know how long I was going to be here, I didn't want to get attached.
Aren't you glad you stayed?
Oh, indeed. I looked forward to having my breakfast in bed for the rest of my life.
What do you mean?
Remember that blank check? Well, I just filled it in.
You're actually gonna hold me to that?
You better get to bed. The hens lay early.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Angela and Heather appear once again to be best of friends. Angela even promised that if she dies before Heather, she'll visit Heather's body as a spirit. Heather made Angela promise to eat healthy and never play in traffic. Wesley seems to have grown up a bit, as he is honoring his obligations both to his pet and to me. Wesley! Some Worcestershire sauce. Do you do windows?
Sunday night following Incredible Sunday, a hostage VIP becomes a hidden pawn in a game of cat and mouse on Mission Impossible. After Arnold Schwarzenegger stars in Raw Deal on the Sunday night movie. Now, stay tuned for just the 10 of us.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere.
Hello, Kevin. What you got in there?
Tennis shorts, sunscreen, sun hat. How do I look?
Like Speedy Gonzales.
I don't understand why we can't go on this cruise.
Yeah, we never get to go anywhere.
Well, it's not your 21st anniversary. Besides, this will give you the chance to spend some quality time with Mr. Belvedere.
So stick to your desk and never go to sea, and you will be ruler of the Queen's Navy.
God, Mom, please don't do this to us.
I mended the drawstring in whatever these are.
They're clam dippers. Wear them when you go after clams.
What are you going to do, frighten them to death?
Come on, George, we shove off at 1800 hours and we don't want to be late.
Got your tickets?
Right here. Good old cousin Leo. Too bad he had to go in for toe reduction surgery. Marcia and I really made a killing on the cruise tickets.
All right, kids, I want you to do your homework, get to bed on time, and do whatever Mr. Belvedere tells you.
Oh, don't worry, Mrs. Owens. Have a wonderful time. I'll mind the home front. I must be the cab.
Bye. See you later.
Lynn Belvedere.
Yes?
Lieutenant Anthony Marsden Smythe of Her Britannic Majesty's service.
The Queen?
Whereas in the past you have faithfully served Her Majesty, whereas your domestic skills are without parallel on both hemispheres,
Whereas we are in dire need of these skills, you, Lynn Belvedere, are strictly charged to attend the Queen's person without delay. I shall await without.
Gee, that guy's going to be waiting a long time.
Not at all.
Hey, listen, big guy, you better make a choice. You're either working for the Queen of England or for us.
Cheerio.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live a good life yet.
Do you believe Belvedere just walked out like that?
Oh, George, now we won't be able to go on our cruise.
Oh, well, sure you can. We can take care of ourselves. You've left us alone before.
Not without round-the-clock surveillance.
Well, what are we going to do? If the plane goes, we're going to miss the Princess Lucretia.
Oh, forget it, George. We'll never find anyone to watch the kids.
Bon voyage!
Happy anniversary, Mr. and Mrs. Owens. If you hadn't gotten married, Kevin never would have come along, and I wouldn't have a roommate.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Say, Kev, remember when you told us how grateful you were for us helping with your college tuition?
And for helping with your apartment rent.
And us picking the cockleburs out of your hair when you were sent home from camp?
Remember how you said you wanted to pay us back one day?
Yeah.
Today's the day.
Belvedere skipped out. Our plane's leaving in 45 minutes. You're taking care of the kids.
Hey, wait a minute. I mean, what about my apartment? What about Casey?
Well, if your roommate Casey really is just your roommate, she can roommate on her own for a week. Can't you, dear?
Yeah, sure.
Bye, Kev.
But, Mom, but... Well, dinner seems to go pretty well.
Hey.
I said dinner seemed to go pretty well.
Nobody ate any of whatever that was you made.
The important thing is that it went smoothly.
Come on, Kev. I'm just having some harmless fun.
What are you doing?
Loading the paradise.
That's illegal.
Wait till you see what I do to the roulette wheel.
Okay, that's it. Everybody listen up. Now, I have made a list of household duties. If everybody just does their own part, we'll all...
Live happily ever after.
Okay, Wes, you take out the trash, wash the dishes, clean the bathrooms, and dust the downstairs. Heather, you do the laundry, make the beds, clean the kitchen, and dust the upstairs, okay?
Gee, Kev, who's gonna milk old bossy?
Pretty soon, we'll have this place running like a well-oiled machine. Now, I've got a test in the morning, so I'm gonna hit the hay. You guys go finish your chores, and then go nighty-night.
Right.
Here be your quarters for the duration, your ladyship.
There must be a mistake.
Begging your pardon, ma'am, but it says here you got the governor's suite.
Wait a minute. I thought this was supposed to be a cruise ship.
Yes and no, your lordship. The Princess Lucretia's actually a freighter, but we do take on the occasional joy rider.
Are those cows?
Aye, we be bringing beef round the Horn to Frisco.
Well, why don't you go through the Panama Canal?
The Panama Canal is for sissies.
You know, Marsh, there's something just plain not right about this.
You're right. I say we get off while we still can.
You're free to leave if you're not afraid of sharks.
Holy smokes! We've sailed! Hey, look, Ace. I demand to see the captain.
Captain Peel at your service.
Well, now, you listen to me, Captain. I've seen your brochure, and this is way off. I mean, we don't even have a place to put our clothes.
Are you blind as well as stupid?
Oh, God!
What's this? It ain't dinner time?
Begging the captain's pardon.
You shut your mouth and come with me.
Mercy! Heather!
Hey, turn the stereo down! Heather!
Are you talking to me? I can't hear you.
You can hear Radio Free Europe with the way you're wired. Keep the stereo down, will you? Hey, Wick! Get up here now!
What's on your mind, Kev?
You forgot to take out the garbage.
I've been a little busy.
Yeah, what are you doing down there?
Playing with my electric trains.
You're awfully dressed up.
I'm the conductor.
See you later.
Heather, I demand to know where you're going looking like a bad Madonna video.
Why don't you take all that energy and clean this place up? The house is a wreck.
Right. Hey, wait! Hey, Wes, I'll give you $5 if you help me clean this mess up. Huh?
Gee, Kev, you know, I'd love to help you out, but the super chief is pulling into Albuquerque.
You know, you guys wouldn't be sassing me if Mr. Belvedere were here.
This was for heroism during the Blitz. This was for climbing Mount Everest. And this was for winning the Pillsbury Bake-Off. Oh, excuse me, I think the royal family is summoning me. Lynn Belvedere here? Who? Kevin? Wesley's doing what? Heather went where? Not now, Kevin. I have a meeting with some members of the royal family. They're here now. No, I will not say hi for you.
Hello? Kevin?
I'm gonna kill you, you little brat!
Kevin?
Oh, hi, Case. What are you doing here?
Well, I was worried about you. I haven't heard from you in 3 days.
Look, somebody owes me $103.50.
What's going on?
Wesley ordered a dozen pizzas when he knew I was cooking dinner. And now he wants me to pay for it when he knows I don't have the money, so I was gonna beat on him until he paid the guy.
Oh. You took an order for 12 pizzas from a kid?
I've been under a lot of pressure lately.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll give you 10 cents on the dollar.
Sold.
Pay him, Wes.
How about a tip?
Ease up on the dippity-doo. All right, Case. Stay and have some pizza with us.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I guess the place is a little messy.
Messy? No offense, but I've seen landfills that were tidier. Well, who's in charge?
I
am. Well, since it's pretty obvious no one is, you get yourself upstairs and scrub that junk off your face. And you, get your button gear and start cleaning up this mess. And I suggest that you get into the kitchen and put whatever's causing that smell out of its misery.
She's so cute when you're mad.
Move it! Move it! Move it!
I finished the dishes.
Thank you, Wesley.
I picked up the living room.
Thank you, Heather.
Took out the trash.
Thank you, Kevin. All right, everybody up to bed. Not you, Kevin. Good night, sleep tight, don't let the bed bugs bite. I'll be up in about 10 minutes to tuck you in. Bed bugs?
You know, this is kind of weird. You and me taking care of Heather and Wesley. It's sort of like playing house.
Down, boy. Only game we're playing tonight is gin.
Adios.
Oh, George, that food was inedible.
Yeah. The jellied eels are really backing up on me. I complained to the captain, but I don't think he's going to do anything.
Lash the cook to the yardarm, matey.
Help me! Please! Oh, God, no! No! Please! I'll never do it again!
I don't like complaints from the passengers. This is for Mr. Owens. This is for Mrs. Owens. And here's one to grow on.
My stay at Buckingham Palace is proceeding amiably. The members of the royal family have welcomed me with their usual graciousness. Although Prince Philip gave me a shellacking in lawn bowling, of course I let him win. I have given counsel to those who have sought my advice. And quite frankly, I'm pooped. Come in. Oh, you shouldn't have.
No, they are from Mrs. Thatcher. She's waiting in the limo.
You're still here?
You bet. Wes, what do you have on your face?
I don't know, toothpaste, I guess.
Come here.
Oh, please, no.
Just hold still.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Morning, Case.
Morning, Kevin.
Thank you, ma'am.
Oh, no, I'm late for Western Civ.
Western Civ has waited for 5,000 years. I'm sure it'll wait for your breakfast. Good, Kevin.
Right. Breakfast.
Well, you look very nice, Heather. Well, I'm glad you approved, Casey. If you'd send me back to change my clothes one more time, I'd have to wear my Girl Scout uniform.
Your oatmeal's on the table.
I don't eat oatmeal.
All right. I have some lovely stewed prunes.
Oatmeal.
Kevin, here's your grocery list for after school.
Right.
And don't forget to pick up the dry cleaning.
Okay.
And be sure to come home right after you do your chores. Don't hang out with Carl. He's a bad influence.
Yes, dear.
Oh, look, George, the sun is shining, and the water is so smooth and blue.
See, Marsh, I told you. We stuck things out, things will get better.
You look like an able-bodied man. I'd be needing a new stoker for the boiler room.
Now you
I'll take none of your lip. And you be pulling galley duty. Our cook has fallen apart on us. Now, come on, shift yourselves. Come on, out.
See, Marsh, I told you there'd be activities.
Boy, am I beat.
You're beat. I'm the one who was on her feet all day in that hellhole they call a kitchen.
Well, you better come up with something edible for breakfast. The crew thinks you poisoned them.
Well, there's only so many ways you can prepare chopped meat.
That was meat? Anyway, the boiler room wasn't so bad. Something about physical labor. Smell of honest sweat. The guys, Emil, Uriah, Steve. I like Steve.
What happened to your shirt?
Steve wanted it. I guess he liked me, too.
Well, you look pretty good without it, you able-bodied stoker, you.
You look pretty hot yourself, you galley wench.
Hide me! Hide me! It's mutiny! Mutiny!
Past mutiny, Captain! Billy, lad, fetch me this him-bowling knife.
We could do that someplace else.
Stow it! The two of you have jinxed this tub. The crew's voted to put you overboard.
George? Well, somebody must have stood up for us. What about Steve?
Steve's dead. He wanted you to have this back. The lot of you, move your carcasses on deck. Move it!
Yeah, well, when we get back to land, tell it.
I don't get it, Mr. Belvedere. Have I sunk so low that I can be outsmarted by one of Kevin's girlfriends?
Technically, Wesley, Casey is Kevin's roommate and girlfriend, and as such deserves to be treated with dignity and respect. Huh? Perhaps if you made an attempt to get on her good side.
So far, the only side I've seen is the housewife from hell.
Wes, who are you talking to?
I was trying to have an imaginary conversation with Mr. Belvedere. I thought maybe he could solve our dragon lady problem.
And?
Nothing. Maybe if I ate a couple pounds of M&Ms.
Please don't go nuts on me, Wes. I never thought I'd say this, but you're my last link with sanity.
I know, it's bad, isn't it?
Casey's driving me out of my mind, trying to turn me into a proper young lady.
I can't figure how someone so old-fashioned can be so hip. She put an alarm on my bedroom window so I can't sneak out. She put fluorescent baby powder on my slippers so she could track my night moves.
She's been tracking my phone calls. I feel like Kermit the Frog.
It's just she's got Kevin so twisted, half the time he thinks he should be changing diapers and half the time he thinks she's wearing them.
Hey, guys.
Boy, Kev, I sure hope you're at least getting some sex out of this deal.
No, I don't even know if I want it anymore. I mean, it was one thing when she was treating you two like little kids, but then she started on me, and I'm not a little kid.
The question is, what are we going to do about it?
Mr. Belvedere, this is an emergency. You have to tell us what to do.
Casey's driving us crazy. She makes you look like a softie.
She took all my new makeup and hid it, and I don't know where it is, and I look like a mole.
All she does is boss us around and give us orders. I mean, who died and made her queen?
Majesty's pardon. I believe that's for me.
Hey, Case, after the euphoria of knitting wears off, maybe I could go to the video store and pick something up?
We'll see.
Yeah, I understand now they have talkies.
See you guys later.
Where do you think you're going?
To the mall to hang out?
Oh, no, you're not. Wesley, you had detention and were late for dinner, and Heather, you've got an English test to study for.
Oh, but it's Friday night.
Back up to your rooms.
Come on, this isn't fair.
Yeah, come on, Case. What's the big deal? Why can't they go?
You heard my reasons.
I heard your reasons, and your reasons stink.
All right.
Kevin, you're undermining my authority.
What authority? I mean, who are you, the big boss of the world? Wes, Heather, go to the mall.
Wesley, Heather, stay where you are.
I said go.
I said stay.
Who wants to go to the mall?
Yeah, this beats how they're gonna stick all the hell.
Watch your mouth, young lady.
No, she doesn't have to. In fact, nobody has to do anything. I'm out of here.
Kevin.
Casey, I am tired of being grown up. I'm especially tired of being grown up with you. I'm going to the record store, and I'm going to get any album I want. Then I'm going to Burger Town, and I'm going to eat way too many French fries with gravy. And then I'm going to pick up my buddy Carl. You remember the bad influence? And I'm going to do anything he tells me to do. So there.
I guess I fell asleep.
Yeah, it's kind of late.
Got some gravy on your shirt.
Oh, thanks. Look, Casey,
Kevin,
I know
really
I was rough
sorry,
on... Listen, Casey, I think the world of you, and I really appreciate all the help you've given me. But this whole thing just kind of got out of hand.
I know.
I mean, half the time I feel like I'm 7 years old again, and then I'll turn around and it's like we've been married for 30 years. What'd you say?
I said I know.
You do?
Kevin, I'm the oldest of 8 kids, and my mom and dad both worked. I always had to struggle really hard to keep control of everybody.
Oh.
So sometimes I come on too strong or I get too bossy. But it's only out of caring. I mean, if I didn't care about Wes or Heather or their handsome older brother, I would have walked.
Tell me again about the handsome older brother.
Nice of the Coast Guard to drop us off.
Yeah. Mom, Dad, we weren't doing anything honest.
Knock yourselves out. I have but one ambition left, to die in my own bed.
You heard her.
Since my return, the routine at the Owens residence has been restored to its usual abnormal state. Kevin and Casey are roommates once again, or whatever the young people are calling it. Evan and Wesley still won't obey my orders, but now they're not obeying more politely. George and Marcia are so grateful for my return, they gave me a slight raise, then docked me a week's pay for my English sojourn. It's nice to know the House of Owens can't live without me. I only wish the House of Windsor could.
Tomorrow at 8, it's the final mission for a member of the MI Force on Mission Impossible. Then Hawk shows that crime doesn't pay. It hurts on A Man Called Hawk, followed by Murphy's Law.
You've been spending a lot of time up there lately. I wonder what he's doing.
I don't know, but I didn't hear any screams.
I'm home. Hey, Mom. Hi, honey. Hi, I'm sorry I'm late. I had to stop off and get some milk.
Maybe you better take it back. I don't think we can afford it.
Ooh, that time of the month again?
By the time everything's paid for, there's nothing left. And I thought with the both of us working, we'd be doing a lot better.
Well, actually, I am. It's just, I got so used to paying the bills out of your paycheck, I've kind of been depositing mine down at this cute little bank at the mall. Did you see the toaster?
So how much do you have in this cute little bank?
Oh, gee, I don't know. I guess around $12,000.
What?
At any rate, these journals cover a 3-year stay with the Owens family. And I trust as a publisher, you will find my observations as insightful and amusing as I do.
Who's Belvedere?
How did you get in here? I thought the door was locked.
Was. So, what are you doing with all these books?
Mind your own business.
Getting ready to throw them in the trash?
Go away, I'm busy.
Okay. You want to lock the door?
Throw them in the trash, indeed. These are going to make me famous.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glared. According to our new rivals, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live a good life yet.
Westford, you're the one. You've got Pittsburgh on the run. Send that ball and make that pass. Let's get Pittsburgh in me. Good shot.
I think I ought to hide the cheese.
George, we're just helping Kevin with his cheers.
Yeah, I'm going out for the pep squad.
You sure you got the legs for it?
Come on, George. It won't hurt him to have a little school spirit.
I know.
Yeah, besides, doing this stuff is the only way I'll ever get to hold a cheerleader up by those little ruffled pennies.
Hey, good point.
Wow, Mr. Belvedere, that was great.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
What happened?
Mr. Belvedere let me drive home.
What?
Actually, the wagon broke down about a block from here. I let Wesley steer while I pushed the remainder of the way.
That's straight uphill, big guy. You're lucky the car didn't roll back over you.
It's okay, Dad. I had my foot on the brake the whole time.
I guess I better take that heap in tomorrow. Cough up another $200.
No, that's all right, honey. I'll pay for it.
You will.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a contributing member of the family now. There's no reason I shouldn't share our financial obligations.
Hey, thanks, Marge.
Yeah. So, you really think it's going to cost $200?
Nah, it probably costs more.
I received the manuscript, and you're quite right. It's much more impressive all typed up. Look, I have to go. I'll make all the changes and get them right back to you. Goodbye.
Who's that?
No one?
What's this?
Nothing?
Where's my snack?
Nowhere, so beat it.
What's the matter, Mr. Belvedere? You're usually not so mean to me. Well, you are, but you're usually a lot nicer about it.
I'm sorry, Wesley, but Mr. Belvedere has a great deal on his mind. Look, here's $1. Go and get yourself some gummy bears.
You know I can't eat those things. They glue my teeth together and make it so I can't even talk.
In that case, here's 10.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere.
Hi, Heather. How's Kevin doing with his pep squad tryouts?
Did that answer your question?
Didn't make the pep squad. I mean, you should have seen the other guys I was up against. Half of them were on the gym team, and the rest were in the modern dance. I looked like a total klutz out there.
What happened? Did you collapse the pyramid? Sorry.
Anyway, they offered me a job as the mascot. All I have to do is fall down a lot and run around like a jerk. I guess they figure I can handle that.
Well, I'm sure you'll be a woodchuck that Wexford can be proud of.
Thanks.
Hey, what's for dinner? Something smells great.
It's the family's favorite. Poached Norwegian salmon in a lime and ginger sauce.
No, that's not it.
Oh, then you probably mean the boil in a bag sloppy joes.
I love that stuff.
I'll try not to get your buns soggy.
I'm home.
Hey, hi. How'd you make out with the wagon?
Oh, pretty good. I got almost $300 for a trade-in.
What?
Well, the guy at the garage said that my gaskets were blown and my block was cracked, whatever that means. So I figured, hey, what the heck? I got the money. I might as well buy the family a new car. So I did.
Hey, that's great.
Oh, what'd you get us, Miss Moneybags? Another wagon?
Wait till you guys see this. Somebody left a brand new Porsche in our driveway.
You mean Mom bought a sports car? Oh, my God.
I didn't even know Porsche made station wagons.
Mom, car is awesome.
You think so?
Oh.
Yeah, wait till you see it, Dad. It's redder than a baboon's butt.
Sounds great, champ.
Come along, everybody. Dinner's ready.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, guess what? Mom bought a brand new car.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now we all have something to celebrate. Everyone enjoy their dinner?
It was delicious, Mr. Belvedere.
Well, I'll be back in a minute with dessert. It's a chocolate raspberry trifle. Your favorite.
Now I know he's up to something. Last time he made that for us, he wouldn't share it with anybody.
But he has been acting a little strange lately.
Yeah, I went by his room the other night. He was standing there in a derby and long underwear, thanking everybody for his Nobel Prize in Literature.
Oh, actually, I was being ridiculous. The best I could possibly hope for is a Pulitzer.
What are you talking about, big guy?
Well, I suppose you all know about the journal I've been keeping where I write down about all the quirky little things you people do.
No.
Oh. Well, anyway, I have. And I thought it might be fun to share it.
With whom?
The rest of the civilized world. What? It's being published next week. I hope you enjoy it.
Blair and Eric Blaine compete.
Hey, wait a minute. I'm still reading about the time Kevin barfed in the church collection plate.
I got nervous. I didn't have any change.
Well, any comments?
You're fired.
Oh, up to chapter 4 already?
You mean the part about George, the lovable if somewhat childish patriarch of the Owens clan, who puts ketchup on his mashed potatoes, Mr. Bubble in his bathwater, and refuses to sleep without his trusty Fred Flintstone nightlight?
Well, it's true.
Yeah, well, that doesn't give you the right to go around blabbing it to everybody. And anyway, it's Bam Bam.
Sorry.
Look, Mr. Belvedere, don't you think we should have talked about this first?
I know, it's just that, well, it all happened so quickly with the publishers and everything. I wasn't quite sure how to tell you all.
Oh, how about, hey, guys, guess what? I'm writing a book about you.
That would have worked. Look, if it's any consolation, my publishers think you're the most colorful family since the Cosbys. Or in Wesley's case, the Mansons. Anyway, they think that my American journal has all the makings of a bestseller. But I couldn't have done it without you wonderful people.
Does that mean we get a piece of the action?
No.
Well, since it's already gone this far, and since I'm sure there's nothing in there we'd want to sue you over, I guess it's okay. Right, guys?
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, what's a priss pot?
Why, honey?
Because that's what Mr. Belvedere calls you.
I'll be upstairs.
Hi, Dad.
Hey, Woody. How'd the game go?
Unbelievable. I got phone numbers from 3 different cheerleaders, and the homecoming queen sat on my lap.
Oh, Kev, I meant to score.
Oh, I don't know. I think we won. Dad, it's amazing what women will let you get away with just because you're in a funny costume. I guess it's because you look so non-threatening.
Yeah, I suppose.
You know those guys at Disneyland? The ones who dress up like the 7 dwarfs? They must really make out, huh?
Hey, have you guys seen Mom? I had a 3 o'clock appointment to sit in her Porsche.
She's not here, kitten.
Oh, come on. I took a shower and everything.
Well, you know, for something that's supposed to be the family car, she sure is hogging it.
I don't know. Maybe all this hot rod business is some new kind of hormonal problem or something. Give your mom a couple of days. I'm sure she'll come to her senses.
I'm home. Guess what, honey? I just got this new car alarm. The decibel level is so piercing, it induces vomiting in 3 seconds.
Gee, I can't wait to hear it.
It's here. It's here. My book has finally hit the shelves.
Oh, yeah? An American Journal, The Suburban Years by Lynn Belvedere. A butler's eye view of the 5 silliest people in North America.
What's so silly about us?
Nothing really. It's just publisher's hype.
Who's this guy in the back?
That's me, Wesley.
No, it's not. There's not enough chins.
I don't know. Now that this thing is really a book, it doesn't seem like such a great idea.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be just some stupid paperback. I didn't think it was going to look like this. I mean, somebody might actually buy it.
Well, that's the general idea, George. Look, there's nothing to be concerned about. The worst that can possibly happen is the Owens clan becomes an overnight sensation. It'll be fun.
No, Hortense, of course I don't blame you for being upset. I promise I'll talk to him as soon as he gets home. Goodbye.
Hey, Mom.
Wesley, did you paint the Huffnagel's dog?
Not recently. Come on, Mom. That was over 2 years ago. Besides, I think I got most of it off when I shaved him.
Well, Mrs. Huffnagel just read Mr. Belvedere's book, and she's furious all over again.
Yeah, I'll tell her to get in line. Ever since that stupid book came out, I haven't been able to get away with anything at school. Not even with the substitute teachers. I think the chapter on me is required reading.
Hello? Yes, this is the Owens residence. No, the overripe boy-crazy teenage daughter is not home.
What's it all about?
Oh, just another creep calling me because of Mr. Belvedere's book. That's the 5th one today.
Well, if it's bugging you so much, why don't you just disconnect the phone?
Are you crazy? What if Bruce Willis buys a copy?
Can you help me with this? I think I'm falling apart at the seams. Ow, hey, what you doing?
Hello, children. I'd be glad to help with that.
Oh, no, it's all right. You've already fixed my tail. I had this cheerleader, Roxanne, all convinced I was sweet and sensitive. Then she read in your book about the time I dumped Wendy at the prom for another girl. Now she thinks I'm some sort of superficial, sex-crazed scumbucket.
Okay, then may I ask you one question?
Sure.
This Roxanne, did she buy her own copy or borrow someone else's? Hello, everyone. Did you see my review in the paper? It's quite favorable.
That's great, Mr. Belvedere.
Oh, and anyway, George, I have an autograph party at Booktown tomorrow, and I was wondering if I might take a few hours.
Oh, sure, big guy. Take the whole day. Take a week.
Take a month.
Take a hike.
No problem?
Oh, no. We like being the laughing stock of Beaver Falls.
I wondered what that noise was.
Oh, sure, yuck it up. We'll see how much you like it when we write a book about you.
Yeah, maybe we'll call it What the Butler Ate.
I know a lot of people who'd be thrilled to have a book written about them.
Sinatra wasn't.
But all that you people have done is to criticize Carp and Cavell the moment the book came out. Not one of you wished me luck. Or even acknowledged that I also portrayed you as a warm, loving family of...
Friskplots.
Excuse me.
Yellow Booktown. Yes, madam, we do carry it. Yes, I'll be happy to put a copy aside for you. Thank you for calling Booktown.
Is that somebody making an inquiry about my book?
No, Vanna White's. You know, that real sexy-looking gal on Wheel of Fortune. You know, the one that turns all the letters around.
Oh, right. Has she written a book about that?
Maybe she had a few vowels left over. Hello.
Is it always this quiet around here?
No, it's only when we have guys like you sitting in the window. You see, the thing is that the book companies, they always feel that these meet the author things are such a great idea. But all it does is give people the willies. I mean, they don't know whether to buy a book or give you a donation. Hey, what happened to all the cookies?
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, well, look, I got to use the little boy's room. Keep an eye on the register, will you?
Why not? Oh, and who am I signing this for? Grangetta P. Schmendelblecker? My, what a lovely name. Oh, no, it's too soon to tell if there's going to be a sequel. Perhaps if you bought more copies for all the Schmendelbleckers at home.
Interrupting anything?
Oh, no. It's just that it's been so hectic, you know, what we're signing and selling and selling and signing. I don't know where to stop.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Who's Grangetta P. Schmendelblecker?
Looks like you're actually going to sell one, huh?
What's he talking about, Mr. Belvedere?
I have a small confession to make. My book is a bomb.
But what about that good review you showed us?
That was the Beaver Falls Recycler. The New York Times said I was an ersatz Irma Bombeck, and the Washington Post called you the most unlikely collection of rubes since the Beverly Hillbillies.
I bet Kevin's Jethro.
So, now you can go ahead and gloat if that's what you came down here for.
Actually, we came down to wish you luck.
What?
It's just we've been so wrapped up about ourselves, we forgot how much this book really meant to you.
Yeah, and you were right. Once I got past all the bad stuff Marcia underlined, we actually came out pretty good. And we appreciate that.
Thank you, George.
But now that everyone thinks your book stinks, that's okay with us, too. I mean, before we were afraid you were going to get real famous and go off to find some other family to write about. But now that you're a pathetic has-been, you're probably not going anywhere. I'm glad.
Thank you, Wesley, for putting it all in perspective.
Sure.
So what do you say, big guy? Why don't you sign one of these for us, and then we'll get the heck out of here.
Of course.
You know, if you folks could wait until tomorrow, it will probably be half price.
Let's go home.
What's a priss putt?
Mail call.
What's that? Your cake of the month come already?
My publishers have very kindly returned my journals.
Oh, yeah? That was nice of them.
They sent them postage due. So much for my writing career.
Hey, come on, Belvedere. So your first novel went down the toilet. So what? I bet Dr. Seuss's first book went down the flusher, too.
George, Dr. Seuss's first book was The Cat in the Hat.
Oh, yeah? Well, I always thought it was Horton Hears a Who.
Anyway, it's not the book so much anymore. It's just... It's the first time I've ever failed at something.
Oh, that's not true, big guy. What about that diet you went on a few months ago? That was a complete flop?
Thank you, George.
And anyway, the only mistake you really made was writing about us. Not your fault we're a boring family.
You know something? You're right. I feel better.
See you guys. I'm meeting Angela at the mall.
Hey, Kitten, you got a boyfriend in Kuala Lumpur or something?
Yeah, why?
I got a phone bill here for over $200.
Hey, that's not mine. See, it says cellular. That must be from Mom's new car phone.
What car phone?
Owens residence. Oh, hello, Mrs. Owens. We were just talking about you.
Give me that. Marcia, where the hell are you? I want to see you at home right now, and I... Oh. Okay. Kitten, you want to go out in the driveway and help your mom bring in the groceries?
Problem, George?
Excuse us.
Hey, look, Marcia, we really got to sit down and talk about that car.
Oh, honey. Look, I promise. As soon as I finish breaking in the engine, I'll let you drive it.
I don't want to drive it.
Then what's the problem?
I don't want you to drive it either. I want you to take it back.
Why?
Well, when I bought the Jeep, you made me take that back.
Look, George, if it's the money...
It's not the money.
Then what is it?
It's just maybe I wanted to buy it for you.
Huh?
I mean, you've been dreaming about that car as long as I've known you. I remember we'd be bumping along that old Pinto we had. You know, the one with the springs popping through the front seats. And then one of those 911s would go flying by, and your eyes would light up like a Christmas tree. I guess maybe... I hope someday I'd be able to surprise you with one. You know, maybe for our 50th wedding anniversary or something.
George, I'd be 72.
Yeah, but I think you'd still be able to shift for yourself.
Honey,
what happened?
Nothing. I was just hitting on one of the other team's cheerleaders. She didn't tell me she was dating the Susquehanna skunk. Well, at least got a piece of tail out of it.
Mr. Belvedere will be right back.
Following Mission Impossible.
And as for the Porsche, today George finally got his first fling behind the wheel, and possibly his last. He starts traffic school tomorrow. Something about exceeding the speed of light in a hospital zone. And as for me, this will be my last entry for a while, as I'm still stinging from the rejection of the American book-buying public. I guess I misjudged the appeal of a book about home and hearth, when all the people really want is sex and violence. Maybe I'll try again when Wesley's a teenager.
I'm Forrest Sawyer. Later on Nightline, America's national pastime. A look at Monday's season opening after a winter when more news was made off the field than on it.
Monday at 9, there's Love in the Air and Murder Between the Sheets. It's a deadly affair for Columbo on the Monday Mystery Movie.
Quick, Wes, beat it. Dad's on his annual spring cleaning tear.
So what?
What's your problem?
Women. See, there's this blonde, Melanie Goodman, and she's always staring at me in history. So I sent her a note on a paper plane, but I hit her on the head. Good move. Hey, I offered her half of my marshmallow and tuna sandwich.
Wes, the secret to a girl's heart isn't throwing things at her or grossing her out. Show her you can be tender and passionate, romantic.
Well, how do I do that?
Beats the heck out of me.
George, I can't believe you kept all these old Playboys.
Hey, there's some very thought-provoking articles in these.
I can imagine the thoughts they're provoking.
Oh, George, give me those.
Well, what's in here? It's a bunch of letters.
Yeah, George, they're mine.
Well, what's so important about these?
Gimme.
Huh?
Give
Huh?
me.
Huh?
Children.
Okay, if you really must know, they're just some old love poems.
From who?
Nobody. Barry Clayton.
That wimp who followed you everywhere before you met me?
He was not a wimp. His poems were sweet and touching, and I'm not going to throw them in the garbage.
Okay, then I will.
Okay, fine.
Hey, those are collector's items.
Yeah, the trash collector.
Whose stupid idea was this spring cleaning anyway?
Yours, George.
Hey, Mom, what you got there?
Oh, a recipe for meatloaf.
Yeah, your meatloaf gives us all a good cry.
Well, actually, it's an old love letter.
Oh, Dad wrote you love letters?
No, not exactly.
Huh? Well, then who are they from? Oh, Mom, you're not having an affair, are you?
Relax. They're from a boy who used to have a crush on me, but he was too shy to tell me, so he used to write me these sweet little love poems.
Oh.
Listen. To my muse of loveliness, for whom I'll ever pine, although our lips may never press, our souls will intertwine.
Oh, Mom, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And it was all for unrequited love?
I'm afraid so.
Well, how come?
Because I met your father.
Sad.
Hey, I'm sorry about the wieners in the hot roller machine. I didn't know you'd take it so hard.
Yes, she's crying over some old love poems.
You mean a bunch of mushy stuff really does that to Mom?
Yeah, Mom and every other woman in the world.
Mr. Belvedere, what brings you by?
Actually, I came here to get away from your parents.
It's funny. So did I.
What's with all the keys?
Oh, I inherited them.
Did the building manager die?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's too bad. But now I got his job, and I get half my rent off.
But you don't know the difference between a screwdriver and a chainsaw.
Come on. This building's really well constructed. It'll be a walk in the park.
George!
I thought I threw these things out.
These are my private letters.
Well, why are you suddenly so big on privacy?
Me? Why haven't you ever shown me your lodge salute or your secret fraternity yodel?
If he ever does, please don't share them with me.
You still have a thing for this guy?
No. It's just that these are the only things I ever received that are even remotely romantic.
Yeah, I'm always getting you romantic stuff. What about your birthday? I got you the Popeil Pocket Fisherman.
Be still my heart.
Okay, I'll go right out and buy you a dozen roses. Will that make you happy?
No, not if I have to ask for them.
I love roses.
Hey, Mom, how do I look? Just like a man.
Hey, Wes, what are y'all dressed up for?
Nothing special. Just going to the library with Melanie.
Oh, I thought she was giving you the cold shoulder.
Well, I know it's dumb, but when I saw you and Mom sniffling over those old love poems, I thought, what the heck? So I tried to write one myself. I slipped it in Melanie's locker, and she melted like a glob of cheese whiz.
Gee, Wes, love's making you almost human.
If I'm not home by 9:30, tell Mom and Dad not to wait up.
Yes, I'll tell Kevin about your toilet. In the meantime, try the backstroke. What happened to you?
Never clean a light socket with a nail file.
Don't you think you're in a wee bit over your head?
I don't get it. I mean, this used to be a great building. But when Mr. Thomas died, the building died with him. I can't deal with this. Maybe I should move back home.
Now, that's not to be hasty. Perhaps I can help you. What you got there, George?
Oh, nothing. Just a poem a friend of mine wrote.
Oh, can I have a look? How do I love thee? Let me see. You are like a slam dunk to me. You're the bat that brings me luck. You're my favorite hockey puck.
Too flowery?
George, your friend is demented.
My friend is me.
No.
Hey, big guy, could you help me out? Maybe write a sonnet or two?
I've already bailed out one Owens today. That's my quota.
Oh, another note from Melanie.
Hey, this isn't for public consumption, okay?
Come on, let me read it. I promise I won't laugh.
Okay, but if you do, don't be surprised if you wake up tomorrow with a mohawk.
You touch my heart like sunshine that warms a winter day. Your smile like the summer breeze can chase the clouds away. Gee, Wes, this is really nice. You're growing up.
Hey, don't get weird on me, huh?
Come on, I'll make you a milkshake.
Okay.
George, did you leave this by my briefcase?
Yeah.
You touch my heart like sunshine that warms a winter day. Your smile, like a summer breeze, can chase the clouds away. Well, honey, this is charming. I didn't know you could be so eloquent.
Well, I just... It's... Well, I mean, you know.
Oh, George. Whoa. Okay, Wes. Do you know what your father just gave me? A hickey?
Wes, why don't you get to school?
Okay. Have fun.
Hey, Marsh, do me a favor. don't mention any of this stuff to Wes. I don't want him to know his old man's a sentimental slob.
It'll be our secret.
Okay.
Real life wrestling.
That is the last time I set foot in Mrs. Cicchini's apartment.
Oh, did you have trouble fixing her drain pipe?
No. But every time I bent over the sink, she pinched me on the tush.
Well, you do look pretty cute in your little overalls. Kind of like junior samples. Oh, by the way, Miss Avedon in 4F just called. Her shower wall's leaking.
Oh, do you have any grout?
I don't think so, but if you're hungry, I think I have some donuts.
Kevin, grout is the mortar you use to fill in the cracks in the walls.
I knew that. You think I'm stupid?
Anyone who can con me into doing all his work can hardly be called stupid.
Come in.
Hello.
Oh, Mrs. Cicchini. Is there any problem?
I know it's silly, but the cord on my Venetian blinds got tangled, and I have arthritis.
I'll take care of it right away.
Oh, I'm sure you have more important things to do, but if Lynn wouldn't mind.
Well, I think Melanie's gonna like this one. But I need an unbiased opinion. Tell me what you think, Spot. To my only love. The vastness of the ocean, the grandeur of the skies.
Is nothing to the rapture that you capture in your eyes. George, this is even lovelier than yesterday's. It's like you're inspired.
Well, I do get some help from upstairs.
Don't be so modest.
Come on, Marsh, they're just words.
But it's like I'm meeting a whole new you. It makes me look forward to every morning. And evening.
Good evening, Kevin.
Oh, hi, Miss Belvedere. Aren't you a little dressed up to fix Miss Gordon's toilet?
I'm off to a concert. These are for you. They are called tools.
Hey, are you still mad because I had you fix the antenna on the roof?
There was an electrical storm.
So I lent you my umbrella.
Yes, the one with the metal tip. I'm a housekeeper, not a lightning rod. And I'm sick of you taking advantage of my good nature.
All right, look, I'm sorry. You're right, and I've been really, really selfish. I just want to thank you for helping me out. And I hope you'll accept my apology.
Yes, of course I do, and I'm sorry I snapped.
It's just I have a date tonight with this cheerleader, and the heater just broke.
All part of life's festive cavalcade.
Okay, fine. I just hate to think of all those poor, little old ladies who'll freeze to death if I can't fix the heater myself.
All right, Kevin. But this is the last thing I do for you on the planet Earth. And I once had the run of Buckingham Palace. Well, now, what seems to be the trouble? Nice tone. Ah, perhaps it's that loose bolt over there. Can't quite reach it. There we go. Oh, come on, Lynn. Pretend that it's Kevin's nose. That's it. Oh, piddly poop, I'm stuck. Kevin. Oh, Kevin. Kevin!
Miss Belvedere?
I've been pounding for 3 hours. Where the devil have you been?
On my date, remember? In fact, she's upstairs right now, so I'll see you.
Wait!
Hey, are you stuck?
No, I'm playing hide and seek with the washing machine.
You're really stuck.
For further amusement, try poking me with a sharp stick.
I'm sorry.
So you should be. Kevin!
Okay, I'll get you out. Let's see. 1, 2...
Now, before you do any further damage, get me something to eat. I'm absolutely starving.
Oh, sure. Got any change? Okay. Let's see, what'll it be? We got pretzels, Fritos, M&Ms, and Tide. Oh, they're all out of Tide. Hey. Nothing came out. I hate that. Wait a minute, I see something. Got it. Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
I can't get my arm out.
Do you mean to say you're stuck too? There is a God.
Hey, Wes, do you know where Mr. Belvedere is?
No, and I don't care.
What's wrong?
I saw Melanie making out with Moose Magruder in assembly. During the Pledge of Allegiance, no less.
Oh, gee, Wes, I'm sorry.
I can't believe it. Not only is she a tramp, she's a communist.
What are you writing?
My farewell poem. If she's gonna cheat on me, I'm gonna kiss her off real good.
George, didn't you forget something this morning?
Oh, yeah, your home. I must have left it upstairs. So, Wes, going to school?
That was the plan.
Hey, put the books down. It's a beautiful day. I mean, why don't you go to the zoo?
Huh? You want me to play hooky?
Hey, the zoo's educational. Buy all the popcorn you want.
Okay. You know, there's this 10-speed I've been looking at.
George, I have to go.
Shoot. To my only love. Here you go.
Just like Old Faithful. To my only love. You're a sleazy broad. You're a big fat fraud. You make me want to puke. If I ever write you another sonnet, I'll be sure to spit a booger on it. That's my letter.
Wes, you shouldn't be writing stuff like that about your mom.
What's going on?
Nothing. I mean, well, the things I've been writing you, I sort of borrowed from Wes.
What? You mean I've been swooning over love poems written by my own son? Oh, George, that's sick.
You stole my poems? How could you do something like that?
Yeah, how could you?
Well, I just sort of...
You're in big trouble, mister. Big trouble.
Oh, hi, pal.
Yeah,
Still not talking to your old pop, huh?
I don't know.
I guess you think I'm a real jerk.
Well, on one hand, you invaded my privacy, took advantage of me, and lied to cover it up. On the other hand, sounds like something I would do.
Like son, like father, huh?
Yeah, except you got caught.
What I don't get is why you wrote the nasty letter. I thought you were in love.
Melanie cheated on me.
Oh, tough break.
But that's what really bugs me. That you were able to score with my poems, but I struck out.
Go figure.
What is it with you?
I don't know. They make us act crazy. But when you find one that's really worth loving, like your mom, Well, you learn to play along. You even learn to like it. Someday you'll know what I mean.
Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, look, pal, I'm sorry for what I did.
That's okay. Listen, Mom made me go to school. Can I go to the zoo tomorrow?
I don't think so.
Then I guess you want your $300 back.
Hey, look, maybe this weekend we'll go check out that 10-speed.
Dad, you're okay.
George.
Hey, I know what you're going to say. I thought you were mad.
You made a total ass of yourself, George. But you did it for me. Well, you may not be Lord Byron, but the message got through.
Hey, Mark's not here. We don't want Belvedere barging in.
Where is he, anyway?
On a tree by the river, a little tomtit sang willow, tit willow, tit willow.
Song.
During the Blitz, we used to get through the air raids by singing Gilbert and Sullivan.
I'd rather be blown to bits than listen to that.
Don't get snippy with me.
Oh, excuse me. I'm stuck here in a vending machine while this gorgeous babe is stranded in my apartment.
Oh, I wouldn't worry. I'm sure she'll find her way back to Bimbo Land.
Now who's getting snippy?
Well, if you hadn't been such a clod, we wouldn't be here in the first place.
Oh, well, if you didn't spend 6 hours in the donut shop every day, we might not be here either.
I will not stand here and be insulted by such a twit.
Well, you don't have much of a choice, do you?
Oh, showing your true colors now, you overgrown brat. All the time I cared where's David? No, you lurked like a time bomb, ready to blow up in my face. I have never
I don't want to hear it.
Ah, then hear this. My objects all sublime, my cellular team in time.
Oh, horse is a horse, suck on, suck on. And no one gets
Unwillingly represent
on the right to the horse and ask the horse. We'll give you an answer to Roland.
Oh, boy, a hoot nanny.
Gee, thank God. Call the fire department. We're stuck.
Really? Oh, dear.
All right, thanks. Claudia, darling, I'm coming.
Come back here, you blackguard!
Oh, Lynn, we don't need him. I can get you out of there.
You can?
Sure. Well, what's the rush?
Anyway, Mrs. Cicchini was able to get me free. But not until she forced me to eat her oysters oregano, while she played Misty on a kazoo. Meanwhile, the love letter scandal has resolved itself, and serenity has descended on the Owens household. To paraphrase the poet, love works in mysterious ways. I regret asking this, but what exactly are you doing?
Practicing.
For what? The rodeo?
Well, I'm going to be a stripper to raise money for charity.
Of course. Why pass the hat when you can drop the pants?
Hey, look, if I can help just one poor kid by letting a bunch of screaming women drop dollar bills into my shorts, then it's worth it.
Can sainthood be far behind?
More Salisbury steak, anyone?
I'm still chewing this piece.
It's not too tough, is it?
Not if your jaws.
Go ahead. Make fun. I'm in court all day trying to nail a slumlord. Then I rush home because it's Mr. Belvedere's day off, and I want my children to have a nice hot meal. And this is the thanks I get.
Come on, Mom. Finish it, man. Really. Right?
Right.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Besides, I wanted to go on a diet anyway.
Excuse me.
Streaks on the china never mattered before. Who cares when you drop kicked your jacket as you came through the door? No one glad. According to our new rival, life is more than mere survival, and we just might live the good life yet.
I can't make a dent in this gravy.
Here, try scraping it off with one of these Salisbury steak things.
Hey, Mom's meat works better than Brillo pads.
Nice going, Hez.
Oh, it was your stupid idea.
Hey, come on. You know, we all make fun of Mom's cooking, but it wouldn't hurt to give her a compliment once in a while.
You mean lie?
Well, it's not lying. It's called being tactful.
You mean like if I told you you're smart and beautiful?
No, that would be lying.
Real funny, Cap.
All right, look, Dad's away in Russia and Mom's lonely. I think we should try and be extra nice to her. Okay?
Okay.
Great. Now let's be extra nice to ourselves and go get a pizza.
Good evening, Mrs. Owens.
Hi, Mr. Belvedere. How was your day off?
Oh, very pleasant. But then again, it always is without Wesley.
Mr. Belvedere, how would you feel if the kids couldn't get their teeth through your thighs?
Relieved.
Do you think I'm a bad cook?
Well, bad is such a subjective term, Mrs. Owens. I mean, there's bad and there's awfully bad. And then again, there's wretched and horrid and simply abysmal. Does that answer your question?
It's just the kids are always complaining about my food, and I'm getting tired of it.
Me too. Want to kill them?
No, but I am thinking of taking cooking lessons.
Well, just be sure and find a good teacher. Preferably one with a sense of humor.
Mr. Belvedere, it's so sweet of you to volunteer.
Mr. Belvedere, you're my trainer. Talk to me.
Why? I just saw you breakfast.
Come on. Saturday's gonna be here before you know it. I want to look good for this strip-off. Gotta bulk up.
Well, carry on.
Hey, where are you going?
To get something to eat. You bulk up your way, I'll bulk up mine. What are you doing?
Looking for my frog. Hey, Kev, is that Mr. Bug Eyes on your shorts?
I suppose it was. For our first lesson, I thought we'd start with something foolproof. Good old Yankee pot roast.
Oh, that's easy. You just take a hunk of meat, throw it in a pot, dump in a box of salt, and boil everything till the water's all gone. My grandmother's recipe.
Ah, then it is hereditary. So perhaps we should start with something even more basic,
Oh, okay.
like spaghetti.
Sure.
Meet Chef Boyardee.
Kevin, what happened?
Mr. Bug Eyes made me sprain my wrist. Wait till I get my good hand on him.
Relax, he's in my pocket. Sure.
Hey, some smells pretty good.
Yeah, it's great having Mr. Belvedere back in the kitchen.
Nothing like a quiet stroll before dinner.
Wait a minute. If you're out here, then who's in...
Dinner in 5 minutes.
Uh-oh.
Don't worry. She's using my recipe. It's absolutely foolproof.
So how is it?
Mom, what'd you do to this meat? I mean, to make it so tangy.
Oh, well, Mr. Belvedere gave me a few tips, like adding a bunch of beef bouillon cubes.
Mrs. Owens, I distinctly remember telling you to add only 2 cubes.
I know, but after you left, I got to thinking that if 2 would make it good, then 12 would make it fantastic.
Right you are, Mom.
That sounds like the smoke alarm.
Oh, good. The rolls must be ready.
Come in.
Hi, Wes said you wanted to see me.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to get your advice. Trying to find a theme for my act at the strip-off. What's the perfect female fantasy?
Well, I don't know. Mel Gibson serving ice cream that makes you thin?
How about this?
You're gonna be an STD florist?
No, I'm a Roman gladiator.
Well, good luck, Spartacus.
Spartacus didn't wear a shirt. Oh, damn.
Mrs. Owens, I see you started without me.
Yeah, but the way everyone raved about my dinner last night, I think I'm finally getting some confidence.
Well, don't. Move ahead. Too quickly, I mean.
Oh, we're having lasagna tonight.
Oh. Ooh. Ooh. What did you put in this sauce?
Oh, little of this, little of that. I like to be creative.
Mm-hmm. Then you should join a ceramics class.
Oh, you. Now, it says to add a pinch of oregano to the meatball mixture. Gosh, that hardly seems like enough.
Wait! There's something we need.
What?
Spanish basil.
Well, where do we get that?
Spain.
Well, maybe I can find some at the market.
Splendid idea.
All right. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
You keep an eye on everything.
Mm-hmm. That should buy me some time.
Are you sure you're okay, honey?
I'm fine, Mom. I mean, I still have some vision in one eye.
I said I was sorry. Well, I baked you something that's going to make you feel a lot better. Your favorite, pineapple upside-down cake. You can bring it in, Mr. Belvedere.
All right, Mrs. Owens. I'm just taking it out of the oven. Ouch. Ooh. Ouch. It's too good. She'll never believe it.
Wow, Mom, you really made that?
Gee, I don't remember it looking so good.
Boy, Mom, you've been making some really great dinners these past couple of nights.
Yeah, you're getting better than Mr. Belvedere.
I could never have come this far without him.
You said a mouthful. Boy, Mom, you made us some really great dinners. Gee, you're even better than Mr. Belvedere. Yeah. Oh, hello, sir. How pleasant to see you.
Mr. Belvedere, I'm thinking of having a dinner party tomorrow night.
Where?
here. There's this city councilman, Lloyd Taylor, and we need his vote to hire 2 more attorneys for legal aid. So I'd like to invite him and his wife, and my boss Daryl and his wife.
I'll prepare something special.
No, you don't understand. I'm going to do the cooking.
But I thought you liked these people. And would want to spend as much time with them as you can.
Right, so why don't you serve the meal and I'll do everything else? I want to make a big impression.
I think you can count on that.
Kevin, why do you keep doing this to yourself?
I want to look good for the strip-off.
All you're gonna look is lopsided.
Uh-oh. My tooth fell out. It's been loose ever since you hit me in the face with a door.
Kevin, I'm telling you as a sister, give this up.
Hey, come on. I still have sex appeal.
To who, Leon Spinks?
Hey, look, this is for charity. Besides, there might be a great-looking nurse in the audience. Anyway, nothing is going to keep me off that stage tonight. And my tooth! Oh, my God!
I see you.
Mrs. Owens, I was just wondering if I might be of some assistance.
Thanks all the same, but I want to make this dinner all by myself. It's important to my sense of self-worth.
I wouldn't get in the way, and I could tell a few amusing anecdotes. Perhaps do some of my bird calls.
Hey,
Mr. Belvedere, guess where I just found Mr. Bug-Eyes? He was in your closet trying to hit on one of your lizard skin shoes.
Wesley, I'm in trouble.
Oh, boy, what'd you do?
I've been doctoring up every one of your mother's meals behind her back.
You mean Mom still can't cook?
Bingo. And we've got guests coming in a few hours. I've just got to get in the kitchen.
I know. I'll call her from a payphone, tell her I ran away, and I won't come back unless she comes and gets me.
That might work. Then again, she might break open the champagne.
Hey.
I got it. She's got to go upstairs and dress. When she does that, I'll need your help.
Well, I guess I'll go get ready.
Oh, by the way, Mr. Belvedere said that since you're doing such a good job in the kitchen, he went to a double feature.
Good. Then I can take a nice hot bath and not have to worry about him snooping around the kitchen.
Yeah, he can be a real Budinsky. All clear. How did I do? You think I fooled her?
Without question. It's heartwarming seeing a boy lie to his mother that way.
Well, that's it. There's nothing more I can do.
Let us hope not. I mean, I think you've done enough already.
That's them.
I'll get it. Good evening. Please come in. Good evening.
My, what a lovely home. Isn't it lovely, Evelyn?
Yes, dear, it's lovely. Oh, thank you, Councilman Taylor, Mrs. Taylor. This is our housekeeper, Mr. Belvedere.
Housekeeper? How much are we paying you legal aid lawyers, huh?
Hey, haven't I seen you at Arnie's big and fat store?
Yes, weren't you the one they were trying to pry out of the dressing room?
Mr. Belvedere, this is my boss, Daryl Manning, and his wife, Paula. Hello.
Good evening.
Please sit down.
Ah, where's Mr. Owens?
Oh, George won't be able to join us. He's on an exchange program to the Soviet Union.
You mean after all this time, I won't get to meet George Owens in the flesh?
Paula's a big fan of his. She never misses his sports reports.
I like to tape them and watch them later when I'm alone.
Salmon pate, anyone?
Great. I am starving, and we'd better get to it before this guy does, huh?
So the mayor says, but Councilman Taylor, it will never work.
And I say, why? Because it makes sense.
I never grow tired of that story.
Fresh rolls, anyone?
Love some.
Yeah. Marcia, dear, you have got to give Evelyn the recipe.
Oh, yes, the councilman loves
rolls.
I can see that.
Councilman Taylor, about our request to expand our staff at Legal Aid.
As it stands now, there's a 2-week waiting period to see an attorney, and it's only getting worse.
Well, you know, your plight reminds me of the police shortage in '79.
When George gets home, do you ever peel off his shirt and rub those big, broad shoulders with warm oil?
There we go, Kev. Just one step at a time. Kevin! Mom, this is not my idea, but Kevin seems to be a few sandwiches short of the picnic. Wanted to come down here and show everyone his costume for the strip-off.
What do you think?
His mouth is still numb from the Novocaine the dentist gave him.
I'm a Trojan.
He's a Trojan.
Apparently the one who fell off his horse.
Well, nice to meet you.
Goodbye, Kevin. Break a leg.
What a handsome family you have.
Mr. Belvedere, I gotta talk to you.
Oh, honey, come here. This is our youngest, Wesley.
Well, young man, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know. Mr. Belvedere always says I'll either end up in prison or politics.
Why not both?
Mr. Belvedere, we have to talk.
Please excuse us.
Don't eat that stuff.
Why not? Salmon pate is the only edible thing your mother made.
Mr. Bug Eyes ate some, and look what it did to him.
Oh, dear.
That stuff must be rotten or something.
Oh, not necessarily. I'm sorry about your frog, of course. But that doesn't mean it'll hurt people. Does it?
I don't know. Guess we'll find out if everybody drops dead.
Where's the first aid manual?
It's over here.
Check under food poisoning.
Okay, here it is. Food poisoning is caused by bacterial toxins. It says to induce vomiting with 1 tablespoon of syrup of Ipecac.
You used the last bottle after one of your mother's meatloaves. Well, there's nothing to it. I should just have to go out there and tell everyone your mother's poisoned them.
No! This dinner's important to Mom. She's trying to make a good impression.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
So what are we going to do?
Wesley, I never thought I'd say this, but let's go and make everyone sick.
Everything was delicious, Marcia. Thank you.
Is everybody done?
Well, I know I am. I couldn't eat another thing if you paid me, and I am an elected official.
You know, Councilman, that reminds me of ancient Rome. The upper classes used to gorge on their food and then tickle their throats with a feather, thereby causing them to regurgitate their feast into a nearby trough.
Yeah, I've got 2 feathers right here if anyone wants to try it.
Frankly?
Just kidding. Come on, Mr. Belvedere, I'll help you clear the table.
Anyway, Councilman, as we were saying, about the caseload situation.
Hey, Mr. Belvedere, look at this rice. Doesn't it kind of look like a big bowl of maggots?
Perhaps, Wesley. They're not quite as slimy or wiggly.
Mr. Belvedere.
I think I'm going to be sick.
Oh, cool. Just like Debbie Price. She had extra lunch special all over her desk.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Then the substitute teacher saw it and had to barf in a wastebasket.
Oh, Wesley T. Owens, you go to your room.
But, Mrs. Owens...
And you can go with him.
Mrs. Owens, the boy is only trying to help. It appears we may all be suffering from food poisoning.
My frog ate some of that salmon spread you made, and, well, he croaked. I mean, literally.
Oh, no.
We consulted the first aid manual, and it says that we all must, well...
I think we got the picture.
I think we should all pay a visit to the nearest emergency room.
I'm so sorry.
But, you're all welcome back for pie.
I've never been so humiliated in my life. From now on, you do all the cooking, Mr. Belvedere.
It wasn't a total loss, Mrs. Owens. The councilman did say he'd vote for more attorneys.
Yeah, it's amazing what someone will agree to with a tube down their throat. Hey, everybody. Hi, Deb.
How was the striptease? Everything come off without a hitch?
I raised $150.
That's wonderful, honey.
Yeah, it was all from one lady. She's a bone specialist. Says she wants to study me.
Hey, everybody, look. It's Mr. Bug Eyes. Guess he was just tired.
Mrs. Owens tells me that both new attorneys at Legal Aid are working out very well, and that they were the only ones brave enough to sample the plate of cookies she made. As for Kevin, the strip-off for charity was so successful that they're having another one this weekend. Kevin cannot attend on the advice of his bone specialist. He is sending a proxy. Ladies, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Dennis Quaid is a battle-hardened space pilot and Earth's top gun. Louis Gossett Jr. is an alien from a distant planet with a distinct hatred for Earthmen. They're two sworn enemies stranded on a war-torn world. But to survive, they must learn to do the impossible. Work together in peace. Prepare for the futuristic thriller Enemy Mine. Tonight at 8. Now it's Three's Company. Next on Fox 11, KTTV, Los Angeles.